In excess, never tear us apart. Rock on. Don't ask me what you know is true. Don't have to tell you I love your precious heart. I was standing, you were there, two worlds colliding, and they could never tear us apart. We could live for 1,000 years, but if I hurt you, I make wine from your tears. I told you that we could fly, 'cause we all have wings, but some of us don't know why. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never tear us apart. I was worlds colliding, love comes shining through, but they could never tear us apart. I was standing, you were there, two worlds collided, and they could never, ever tear us apart. Thank you. Please like the video if you liked the video. You can leave a comment, that really helps me out a lot. If you really enjoyed my stuff, you can always subscribe. You can hit the notification bell as well if you want to make sure YouTube never drops the ball and send you all my videos. You can share if you want, I appreciate that a lot. And I hope to see you back again sometime. Bye.
Hope to see you back again sometime, Joran. And g'day, guys. Welcome. Thank you for being here. A bit of a odd time for a stream for me, but you know, why not? And hopefully, maybe some people who aren't available when I usually stream are available now. So that was the fantastic vocal talent of one Joran Comedy. I'm sure you all were disappointed to hear that end, but you know, it's my stream, so we've got to go on with what I want to do. If you're good, maybe you'll get some more Joran a little bit later on. So firstly, hello to everyone who's here. So g'day to Jason S. Evil Little Big Nuggets, although I don't know if Little McNuggets is still there because I think she wrote that quite a while ago. James Sanders, good morning to you. Sprinkle Cake, I just woke up and I'm a mess, kid. Good to see you, Sprinkle Cake, and I'm sure you're not actually a mess. At least not a mess like Joran was when he said that to Wes, because he certainly was a mess then. And g'day, Jose Aguerta. And mate, I definitely not making you choose between me and Kelpie. Definitely head back over to Kelp stream there, buddy. I'm sure it's going to be better than anything I'm doing, and I'll be going for a while. So I I don't never want to make you choose, mate. Sting, hello genies. Lawns Burn Phone, great to see you as always. Thanks for being here. Cornhole Three Way, love the name. Um, good to see you. And Lawns Burn Phone has their weed ready. Let's do it. Sounds good to me, mate. Well, I don't have any weed, but I do have um, a glass of bourbon, so feeling pretty good right now. Loco Cola, the strangest unintentional birthday gift ever. I wake up hearing Joran singing "Never Tear Us Apart" by one of my absolute favourite bands, In Excess. Well, firstly, Loco Cola, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Sorry about that. And I hope you are going to have a great day, and I'm sure you will. And as a special birthday treat, at the end of this stream, I'm going to play the actual Never Tear Us Apart by In Excess to try to wipe out what you just heard Joran do to that song. And In Excess are also one of my absolute favourite bands. Just Michael Hutchins is a fucking legend. Becca, hello Becca. Fuck off upstairs. Hi honey. Aaron E. What is this early ass stream? Well, it's an early ass stream. It's actually my nighttime over here. So to me, it's a nighttime stream, and to all you lovely people, it's an early morning stream. So I hope your day is starting all right. G'day, James Sanders, Christina, and Service Dog Griff here. Well, hello, Christina, and hello, Service Dog Griff. Always great to see both of you. All right, guys, let's crack into it, eh? Sorry, Fuck Upstairs says, damn, it's nighttime in Upside Down Land. It's the bumfuck AM in the USA. It is nighttime in Upside Down Land. So let me get my stuff together here. And so tonight we are using a stream image from AsburyBrad. So thank you, AsburyBrad. There's Joran with his fantasy right there. He does love the genies, old Mr. Joran. And tonight we're going to be starting at least. I mean, I would like to get through the whole series, but I don't know if that'll happen tonight. But we are going to at least start the Joran Apology series with Wes Most. I absolutely love this for a few reasons. Because Wes does an amazing job with these. Any kind of troll, any kind of thing like this, he does such a good job. He absolutely nails, that line between taking the piss out of someone, but being nice enough so they don't go, hey man, fuck you. So nice enough to get the content, but just nails people and is very funny. So nobody tell Wes I said this. This is just between you and me, okay? But he is a legend. And the other reason I like it is because it just, Joran was a person that came into this community, didn't understand anything about the community, didn't get any of the references except for fucking Dan Allen and Anthony Palumbo, and basically spent his time sexually harassing people and claiming to be an alpha. Now, this, I'm not one of these people that claims, to be alpha, beta, whatever. I think all that shit is fucking ridiculous. But if what he is in this call is an alpha, then fuck me. Honestly, he is such a beta in all these calls. So it just amazes me. Someone that they spent all this time talking about this. And to me, this is the real Joran. In these calls, this is who Joran is. All the other stuff, all the bravado, all the big Latino laugh and all that, that is all just an act. This is who Joran is. A meek, snivelling, little, don't even know what the word is. But yeah, it's good times. We're going to have a good time. g'day to Kathy Mack. I'm glad this is a pleasant surprise. And g'day Jerry Anthony. And Yarn Queen. Good morning, Yarn Queen. Cool. And Cornhole Three-Way asks, what is the tone you're using when you say alpha? Just my normal tone. All right, guys, let's get into it. I think I've talked enough. So this is the first in the series, and all of this whole series is in a very handy playlist on the Joran Comedy Mirror channel. So make sure you check that out, especially if you want to hear it without me banging on. And we're going to start, obviously, with the Apology Call prequel. So, little context here if you haven't heard this before, although I'm sure most of you have heard this. So, this was where the troll really started. So, this was basically following on from the mac and cheese chat log. So, if you've kind of gone through the mac and cheese chat log, and that's where he was catfished by someone, I have no idea who that could be. And at the end of that chat that they had, they, basically put Joran in their place. I basically, said you have no right to come in this community to treat women like objects. It was very well done. And so, Joran has come to Wes because he thinks that Wes can just solve everything for him with, to say that, it was a troll. Oh, sorry, I neglected to say also there was a series before this where Wes and him were talking, and Wes was trolling him there, trying to encourage him to keep talking to mac and cheese and all this kind of stuff. So anyway, so this is a prequel. So this is before all of the Google Drive and that has been dropped. So you'll notice a very different tone here than the rest of it.
On July 3, 2020, Wes Most was contacted by Joran Comedy. Joran said he has just been catfished by a troll and he wanted Wes to help him deal with things. Wes Most had been tipped off, and knew that Joran would be exposed as a predator. Wes did not know the extent of things until the following day. The call was recorded. Despite knowing what he had done, Joran acted like he had done nothing wrong. He refused to apologize for his behavior. Joran was dismissive and took it as a jealous troll. This would all change just 2 days later, when Mac and Cheese released the Google Drive. Joran would suddenly change his tune, and feel the need to apologize in an effort to save his channel. This was Friday, July 3, 2020.
Hey, bro.
And and that is something I find funny straight off the bat. Like, he did all this in an effort to save his channel. Like, with everything that went down, why do all this? Why go through, doing the apology, basically? Just leave. Like, he had to have realised you can't save it from here. I mean, everything that's been revealed about you, the way you've talked to members of this community, the way you have, flirted with everyone, even when it wasn't welcomed and even when it wasn't reciprocated. And worst of all, you've been found to have been liking pictures of little girls in the outfits that you fetishize. Just go. It can't be saved. Take down, delete your channel, disappear. Try to save whatever dignity you've got left. And g'day to Drew B.
What's up, bro?
I'm a fucking mess right now, kid.
Alright, take.
I'm a fucking mess right now, kid. I love that line. And g'day Rachel D. Great to see you as always.
Take a deep breath. I think you're overreacting. I don't know. I think you're overreacting. I mean, I see what she wrote, but that's just her opinion. What is she going to prove to people, that you guys had a flirty conversation?
I don't know, dude. First of all, I will say this. I'm glad I'm talking to you, because if there's anyone who's been through deeper shit and more shit, it's you.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean,
I'm glad.
I've never been through anything. I don't know well, tell me what happened. Is this something that?
Yeah, I'll tell you everything.
Yeah.
And I love how he tries to, compare it there. What he's referring to as what Wes has been through is, in actual real life, being accused of sex trafficking because he tried to help someone, essentially. So legal ramifications for something he didn't do. Reputation smearing. Now that's just one of the things that Wes has been through, compared to him being called out for being the sex pest that he is. Not really comparable, Joran. And g'day to Geometric Headdress.
So what happens is, a little bit about me, you'd figure this out anyway if you didn't. I am the stereotypical sensitive artist.
Mm-hmm.
So I take things hard, perhaps too hard, worry too much, all that shit. So, started talking to this chick. Everything's fine. It's going to come out anyway. I'm kinky.
Okay.
I'm very kinky. So there you go. We all have our fetishes. Ha 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 ha.
Okay, but I mean, I had Muse call me out for being involved in BDSM. That wasn't something people knew about. And if anything, that just made my DMs light up more. So again, I
Cool.
think you're if that's all that happened. I mean, saying that this adult man is kinky, how is that going to harm you? I think you're overreacting.
Yeah. Well, let me just give you the breakdown.
I think you'll be fine, Joran. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
And if you still think so, I will definitely respect that. Anyways, so everything's going great. She's sending me this pic, that pic.
Drew B says, the stereotypical sensitive artist, he spelled shitbag incorrectly. He did spell it incorrectly. And g'day, Pee-wee the Great. Good morning to you. And I was just wanted to comment before. I've lost the comment now. But someone's commented about how it's winter here in Australia and summer over there and they're jealous. Well, I'm the reverse. I can't stand the cold. I would give anything for summer right now. I'm very jealous of America's summer currently. And g'day, Ryan Chaffins.
No pics of her face. I'm like, I really want to talk and hear your voice. Doesn't want to do it. Really want to do video. Doesn't want to do that. There's kind of a warning thing to me. I heard what you said, but I'm like, eh. So
What?
she gets me to get, what's that?
What do you mean you heard what I said?
Well, about what you said about, don't push her and stuff. Let her be comfortable and stuff. I'm like, I don't know. I just felt my antenna was going up. I'm like, why doesn't she want to do it? Is she hiding something? Because now, of course, I'm been so paranoid about trolls. And you said it wouldn't be a troll. I'm sorry. I have to get a little angry.
Hold on. I said what?
You said it definitely wouldn't be a troll, this woman. Meanwhile, she is the king, queen.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, this person apparently just got my trust so they could hit me with this big message at the end.
Okay, so let me recap it for you.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is you talked with this girl.
Yeah.
She sent you pictures.
Yeah.
To get your trust.
Yeah.
And then you told her that you were kinky or whatever. Which, big fucking deal. You're a grown man, and she's a grown woman. Clearly not 13 or 14 or anything, right?
Claim to be 28.
What?
Claim to be 28.
Okay, so I mean, told you that they were of legal age. So fucking what?
Yeah. Well.
And Lawns Burn Phone, fantastic comment. We are a community of trolls. Like, that's the thing. Like, it once again shows Joran had no idea of the community that he came into. He was just here to try to pick up people. And I've said in the past that I firmly believe Joran had no idea about TCAP. I mean, he clearly did it because he didn't get half the references. I mean, even the basic shit, even the basic lawn references, like, it's getting hot, hell come. Like, he didn't even understand that one. But he just saw us doing our stupid little quotes to each other about, like that, it's getting hot in here, here come, high precious and all this kind of stuff, rose kiss smiley, and thought, wow, these people are loose. I bet I could hook up with one of these chicks. They're saying all this sexy shit to each other. Like, he is just so fucking shit. But the thing that this is a community, as Wes very rightly points out later, it's a community based on two things: making fun of predators and trolling said predators, and at times trolling other people that come in and reveal themselves to be predators. So he's in this community that he knows, well, he should knows, does this, and he just fell for a troll straight away. Like, it is just incredible. And g'day to Bunny, good morning, and Sanjata MB and Gyro Shima. Welcome to you all. It is great to see you. And Jose Aguirre, carpet rides. How about carpet rides? I'm sure Joran would love one of those. I'm sure he dreams about sitting on a carpet with what was it? Jasmine, Princess Jasmine. In and just fucking riding off into the sunset.
And as far as and I just want to say, as far as me saying that it wasn't going to be a troll, I mean, you understand, I'm not actually Negro Damas. I can't tell the future. But what I was saying is, you can't look at everything like it's a troll. But of course, there are still rules, and you have to be careful and everything. What I was saying though was to back off and not push things too fast, too far, too early. Because everything should go in a natural progression. Within 3 or 4 days of talking, then you initiate phone contact. But giving out a phone number or email or anything like that to someone in this day and age, someone can look up that phone number and track you that way. So people are leery about shit like that. So I completely understand why someone would be uncomfortable wanting to hop on a phone right now, especially, and look at it this way, someone's sending you nudes first, right? Then then they're gonna give you a phone number or some way to contact them. Now you could connect that to that person, and then you have something to hold over their head. So it's
gotcha.
Completely natural. I know you said you were worried about trolls, but think about what she's worried about, and she said that someone had exposed her before or something like that. So she's going to be just as leery. So, but I think, I mean, if that's all that happened, I don't think that you have anything to worry about. She's going to tell people that, hey, this grown man talked to me, a grown woman, sexually after I sent him nude pictures of me. Let's jump on them.
My thought process is this. Let me just get this out, please. This is all my worries and what's stressing me. I was already going nuts from trolls and how much they're fucking impersonating me and doing stuff. Now what's going to happen is every time, and again, this is why I started off by saying I'm a sensitive artist. This is how stuff affects me.
What?
I am going.
And some of that is very funny, and actually, I think it's on Kelpill's channel. I'll do a bit. I think I'm pretty sure Kelpill put together a short video of all the times that Joran was trolled in streams where someone took the name Joran Comedy and was making donations under his name, and it is hilarious. So we might use that to have a little bit of a break later because it is very funny. And g'day, Cookie Whoopie Pie and Kill Trump 666, who has been at work 2 hours past close. Send help. That sounds awful. So I'm a bit far away to send help, but I can send help in providing a bit of a laugh at a sex pest. I don't know if that'll get you through your overtime.
Going to. That's why I preface this conversation by saying I'm a sensitive artist and how stuff affects me.
Mm.
But from now on, every time I put up a new video, I'm going to be looking fearfully in the comments for bullshit. I'm afraid if I do a stream, it's going to be constantly trolls popping in. I'm afraid if I visit a friend's stream and someone is going to go there and go, this guy is bad to women, which, by the way, I didn't say anything that was non-consensual within the kinkiness. I didn't force her. This guy, my dicks were very unflattering, unlike yours.
Wait, hold on, what?
The dick pics I sent of her weren't great.
Oh, you sent, just say they don't,
But why? Okay, I don't, if you've seen the Google Drive, Joran's dick isn't great. Okay, look, and I'm not gonna make fun of someone for that. He can't. But the pictures that he sent is exactly like he says. They weren't very flattering. So why send them? And they were not they were weird. He clearly, I don't know, jerked off recently or something. Why send it? You didn't have to send it. If you've taken the picture, you've looked at it and gone, Jesus, that is not good, then just don't send it. You don't have to send pictures of your dick to people, even if they ask for it. I don't get it. And g'day, Spencer Silvera. Hi, sir.
it's not your dick, dude.
Okay.
That's the worst of it?
You sent so much sense.
You sent some dick pics, okay.
I am just, I sent you the whole thing. So right above that was
And g'day, right the hand.
the pic of what looked to be a woman with the dick coming out. And I was
out of her pussy? Like she was having sex with some dude?
No, female.
What?
And this is, Wes obviously knows what's happened, but his ability to sound genuinely shocked by something he's orchestrated is incredibly good. See, this is why I couldn't troll people, because I couldn't genuinely sit there and go, oh, what, like a dick, what, was she getting fucked or something? I just couldn't act this well. It's very good. And g'day, David Kendrick. Why am I up at this hour, Cornville? I don't know why you're up at this hour, but I am glad you are, because if you weren't up, you couldn't be here with us right now.
Yes! Yes! And I'm like, okay, the first picture you sent me was the one with the dress pulled up, and that was not pussy.
And there was
then suddenly this last pic, it's breast and a cock. And she's just like, I'm going to warn all the women about you. You can't prey on them, which, again, everything was consensual. There was no freight talk or any shit or whatever. But,
But see, that's the thing, Joran. And this is another way where Joran is like Lorne, where he doesn't view anything, and whether this is intentional or not, as grey area. For him, there's either everything's all good, everything's consensual, not doing anything wrong, or rape. There's no in between. Constantly flirting with people when they're not reciprocating, that is not okay. Finding out information about people and then saying that in live streams is not okay. Putting people on the spot when they're just trying to enjoy being in the chat is not okay. All this stuff is not okay. Okay, it may not be illegal, it may not be rape, but it's also not good.
I don't know, dude. I just worry.
Hey, g'day, Pussy Destroyer, who has some sound advice for everyone in the chat. Never send dick pics, especially if they ask. Assume they're fucking with you if they ask.
this person
See, if only you could have given this advice to Joran, Pussy Destroyer, he might not be in this situation. Or he still would have been, to be fair.
seems to have way too much time and just wants to do some sort of full-time thing to destroy my rep. Like, how can I even be myself? How can I even go to a stream and flirt with all the girls like I just normally do? How can I trust anyone new? Every time I see a new name, I'm going to go, is that a fucking troll?
Well,
Why do you need to flirt with everyone? Like, why do you need to... Now, don't get me wrong. I don't give a shit if people are flirting with each other. Whatever. Go for gold as long as you're both into it. But, like, why did he... Like, even right there, so he's just had this happen to him. He's obviously upset about it. He's worried about losing his channel and all this kind of shit. Like, but his main concern here is he'll no longer be able to go into chats and flirt with all the women. Like, shouldn't that be the last thing on your mind right now? Shouldn't how you've been called out be on your mind? Like, all the women in the chat are not waiting for Joran to come along to flirt with them. And g'day 180 degrees.
is there any girl that you, like, spurned or anything that would have a reason to...
No.
Someone that's jealous because you're showing attention to someone else or anything like that?
Wes, I am...
Well, Lawrence Burnphone, who says I'm about 50% versed on Joran during his time. I was taking a short break from the community. Well, July is the right time to kind of get caught up, and I'm sure you'll be caught up in no time. But I actually wasn't aware of Joran at all during his time. Like, I was in the community at that time, but apart from seeing him say some weird shit and kind of, you know, giving him a bit of side eye, I never saw any of his streams at the time, and that's so all of this is retrospectively hilarious to me.
I pride myself on being a good person, follow the golden rule. I'm not perfect, you know. Obviously, I love really beating up on Lauren, but I try to be nice to everyone. I try to be respectful to everyone. I have had, up until recently, this past month, it's been rare people even, like, insult me. I had one or two people, like, insulting my talent level, block them. And, but this is fucking weird.
And so, and I just want to, the worst thing you said.
Insulting your talent, like, why block them? Why not take, like, I mean, as long as they weren't just like, fuck you, man, you fucking suck. Like, I assume what he's meaning, because most people in this community are very supportive. I assume what he's meaning is people saying, like, you know, giving him probably constructive criticism. Why not take that on? Why not, you know, rather than just blocking them?
You sent some, can you identify anything in the background of the pictures? Are there, you know, like, no diploma on the wall or anything like that where they'd be able to?
No.
Okay, so you didn't send anything like that. You sent what, like one dick pic, two dick pics?
A couple dick pics with her name on it, not mine. Stuff where it couldn't even really be identified per se as my body, now that I think of it. Definitely didn't tell her what state I was in, didn't get my phone number, didn't get my address.
Okay.
So I got that going
and
for
no
me.
No tattoos, no face, no nothing like that, right?
I did send her one face pic. She wanted to see my O face.
Oh,
but,
fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, that was like the first thing I said.
What?
Don't send a face picture. You can't do that.
She already knows what I look like.
Yeah, well, that's one thing. But now, I mean, you have to remember, dude, my whole thing is built on receipts.
Yeah.
If this person is able to show receipts of this conversation and your face is in there, that's irrefutable. That's not someone pretending to be you or someone creating. And it's not the picture from your profile, right?
And good morning, CNJ Dev. And Drew B says, so he's not really sorry. He's just trying to figure out if he can get away with it. That is exactly right. That's what this whole thing is. At no point is he actually sorry for any of this. This is just coming to Wes and tell me how I can get out of this and go back to making my sexually suggestive content that I can fap off to later.
No. I'm fucking finished, dude. And you know what? That was what she kept pushing for, and as soon as she got it, boom.
So all this happened. When was this going on? Because you didn't mention any of that she was pushing for, really pushing for face stuff. And I wish you would have said something about that. That picture changes everything, though.
I thought that was nothing. I thought that was nothing compared to the fucking dick pic.
Well, a dick is a dick. How do you prove that that's your dick? But your dick being...
And Lorne does have O-face pics, C&J Dev. That's a lot of the photoshops you see of Joran are the O-face he sent. So Mac and Cheese, the troll that was he had a chat log with, asked him to send a picture of his O-face in the middle of, completing. And that's what he sent, but which is ridiculous. Like, there's no possible way you could take a photo at that exact moment. Like, so he clearly just faked it. Which the whole thing is just stupid. Like, just say no. Someone asked you to do that. That's a weird thing to ask for, and just say no.
Above your face in the same conversation.
And absolutely, Jiroshima, multiple people. So there was Mac and Cheese, there was another troll called Sheila, there was another troll called Ramona, which is hilarious because, with the exception of, the Ramona in the Lorne saga, I've never come across someone with that name. So the fact that he believed that someone else would also have that name, when Ramona was about the only Lorne catfish that he knew and his favourite one, and he just accepted that what a coincidence that someone from in this in this small community was hitting up with the name Ramona. He didn't question that. And I feel like there was another one, but the name of it escapes me at the moment.
It's over for me, Wes, isn't it?
Yes.
I mean...
And see, that's the thing. If Wes wasn't trolling him right now, that would be, he would say, it's over for me now, isn't it, Wes? And Wes would say, yes, it is. The only thing you can do now is delete your channel, try to cover your tracks, and just go. That is the only thing you can do now.
How do you define over?
I don't know. I mean, this person, God, I hope it's not Google Deals. This person is just got such a fucking vendetta. Unlimited time.
Oh, of course, Cookie Whoopie Pie. Stephanie. Of course. How could I forget Stephanie? Thank you very much.
Keeps popping up. New account. YouTube doesn't block fucking IPs, so blocking 1 million accounts does nothing. 2 seconds later, Vince or whoever the fuck comes back with another stupid one. Now they're coming after me on Twitter. What next? Discord? Where will I go? What can I even do? Well, where will they post my info?
All you can do is leave and try to learn a lesson from this. If you can't be a better person, the next community you try to infiltrate, just pretend to be a better person.
So what is... And that's the problem. I mean, I know from the multiple times I've been threatened for using receipts. I mean, there's no expectation of privacy in a two-way conversation. So yeah, they can be shared. Luckily, your penis can't, though. That would be considered like revenge porn.
Cool.
Well, what I'm saying is, like on YouTube, they wouldn't be able to do that. Would they be able to send it to other people as a warning? That's not considered revenge porn.
Oh, great. Great. What the fuck am I going to do?
Because Muse sent my dick to lots of people, and that was not an issue because she said that she was trying to warn people because I was a trafficker. But if she would have put it in that video or showed it during that stream, then I would have been able to get her for revenge porn. It has to be done with malicious intent to, like, embarrass or harm. Oh, dude, I wish you would have. I wish you would have mentioned that she was pushing. I mean, if I would have known she was pushing for, what she just kept saying, "I want to picture your face."
Yeah.
And
That's what she kept saying.
That didn't seem weird to you?
No, the dick seemed far more. I'm like, it'll be me with a silly expression.
I mean, dude, we had this same conversation beforehand, though. Don't show your face because a dick is a dick, and you can always say that's not my dick. That's not my dick.
I was absolutely not.
Prove that's my dick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wow. I was thinking of what was intimate and what was private.
No,
and I absolutely did not get that.
You also.
And a good point, Bunny, who says, I've been in the community for less than 3 months and I already know every name of Lorne's girlfriends and most of the timeline. So honestly, that tells me that Joran was just here to flirt with women. Bang on. And g'day, AsburyBrad, and thank you for the stream art, mate.
Also don't want to send that to where, think of the TCAP stuff. They would ask them for a cheeseburger in the same conversation where they're talking about sex so they can prove it was the same person. So they can't later say, that wasn't me. Oh, but you happen to show up with a cheeseburger or you happen to bring Mike's Hard Lemonade. That's why they would ask for something like that. So if you're being asked for she just said, I want a picture of your face, like, send me a smiling selfie, or was she more specific?
She said specifically, I want to see your O face. And actually at one point she says, I want to see video. I'm like, you're not giving me video. I'm definitely not. She wanted a video of fucking me jacking off and my face. I did so.
Wait, so you were jacking off?
No, not on camera.
No, I'm saying you sent her pictures of you. What pictures did you send? Because you left out the face thing in the beginning.
Okay.
What pictures? Be honest. What did you send her?
Yeah, a couple pictures of me, a couple pictures of my dick, before and after jerking off. A pic of my legs, and a pic of my face. I think that's everything.
I mean, if it wasn't for the face, I think you'd be fine. But with that face in there, and I mean, I'm looking at what she, do I still call her she? I don't even know at this point.
Yeah.
I'm looking at what she wrote, and I need to tell you something. There are a lot of women in the TCAP community that are broken and have suffered sexual assault in their past. I know that's true. This isn't the community.
I've heard those words from somewhere at some time. I don't remember who or when or what the circumstance was, but yeah, go ahead.
This isn't the community to prey upon women and flirt with them. I mean, so when you see what she wrote, do you think that maybe any of that's true?
To be 100% honest,
yeah.
To be 100% honest, Wes, man to man, I don't prey on it.
Not praying. Do you think maybe some people are seeing the flirting as too much in this community?
I don't think.
Has anyone said anything to you? Well, the only thing I can think of is the response to that one video. I don't remember which one it was. Which one was it?
Mm-hmm.
You did it with mini syllables or kelpie. I can't remember.
Kelpie, yeah.
And I remember the reaction of that was pretty polarizing.
Mm. Yeah, that was the one that had the most amount of thumbs down.
Yeah.
Although I don't believe there was any actual complaints.
Well, I mean, the thumbs down would probably be the complaint. People wouldn't want to leave a comment where you could identify that they were unhappy with it, you know?
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, I was just chalking up to the theory that the Cornville Mafia had finally found me.
Cornville.
Yeah, I mean,
That's only a theory.
I mean, I don't see that happening.
And I don't know. I didn't think Vince was going to find me, and here we are.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, in your mind, is this person really upset about what you're doing, or is this just an excuse?
I would say this. So I will credit myself with being very good at noticing people's reactions. I do flirt a lot with all the women.
Joran, I do not think so.
Is not into it, I stop. I notice carefully their reaction. First of all, because I don't want to even bother, you know.
Oh.
Somebody like...
Okay, so primarily the reason that you apparently notice women's reaction when you're hitting on them as to whether they want it or not is not to do with if they're comfortable with that. It's like, you just don't want to waste your time. That's great, Joran. What a good guy you are. And g'day, Brian Kane and Smokey the Cat. Why are you here so early? Well, it's actually quite late for me, so but I'm glad to see you here.
Like, obviously, I'm very good friends with Kelpel. Rode is someone who's very reciprocative, whatever the fuck that word is. And, yeah. Reciprocative, whatever. Reciprocative.
Receptive? Someone who's receptive?
And someone who...
Or reciprocate.
Someone who reciprocates, in other words, gives it back.
I know what reciprocates. Yeah, I do reciprocal mailings every day for work.
Well, there you go. I just couldn't quite say the word.
Yeah, so you're looking for so as far as you know, all the women that you flirt with are receptive to it and they're fine with it and they return it back.
Yes.
So then
I pay very close attention to that shit. I pride myself on that shit. I'm not interested for a few different reasons.
So that
I don't want anyone to be uncomfortable.
So that in your mind, this is more than likely just a bullshit excuse someone's using.
It really sounds, I mean, when I tell you I'm shaking and I'm worried and stuff, I don't believe the quote-unquote accusation. That is, that's somebody who's, elevator doesn't go to the top floor.
Someone who's searching for a reason.
Yes. And, I don't know, dude. I mean,
so what's your...
Well, just seeing a dick there is unnerving enough. But
what's that?
Then seeing the dick there was unnerving enough. That was enough. But then accusations, now I'm going to do all this thing and ruin your reputation. Like, what do I try to do?
And he had such a sparkling reputation too, so it is a great shame. And g'day, Martango. I haven't seen that name before. It's great to see you here, and glad to hear that you like people covering Joran content because I very much enjoy doing it. And Smokey the Cat, I would confirm if the Ruse did this, but they're standing right behind me right now. And he does sound like a perverted jerk, Christina.
I mean, I try to make people laugh. I want to make people laugh, and I enjoy flirting. And money would be great. That's it. I have no fucking weird-ass, desires. I have no evil. I'm uncomplicated in that way. I like to entertain. I think like you like to be creative and come up with good quality stuff. That's it. And I love it. I love the attention. I've made amazing friends. I had incredible conversations, you being one of them, people telling me like what my content means and how much they enjoy my content. And they think well of me as a person. So I don't want to lose that shit, but fuck.
Well, I mean, so that's what I'm saying. What is your move, though? Do you, are you going to do what I was going to do on New Year's Eve and pack it in and be done, or do you just go forward and say fuck it? I mean, it's already it's already out there now. So, right? I mean, whoever she or Vince or whoever it is. Has your dick pics and face pic and how bad was the conversation?
I mean, you told me you're also into BDSM. It was pretty much just regular stuff. I like to be called master. I like to be served. I'm dominant. Da 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 da.
Are you a dom? Are you actually familiar with BDSM and?
Yeah. I've been a dom / master for years now.
Really? So I mean, when I say you're actually you studied and the whole contract and all.
I won't say I studied. I don't know Gorian rules or anything, and that way I guess I'm more of a freelance.
Freelance dom. So he doesn't know the rules, but he's a dom / master. So all this is saying, I mean, I don't even claim to know a great deal about, the BDSM community, but I do know enough to know that, there is a lot of rules, especially around consent and about, how people to be treated, safe words, all that kind of shit. So all this tells me that all Joran knows of and wants to have involvement in BDSM is slapping and hair pulling and all this kind of shit, just lipstick fucking domination.
Okay. But yes, I absolutely have women who have called themselves my slave and are mastered and obey. And
you're not. That wouldn't be a dom. That's a master. So you're more master slave, not dom sub.
Yeah, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I am not that. Like I said, I've never studied any rules, and I know I have met subs in the past who it's like, here's the gigantic book of rules, and I'm like, I'm not interested in all these fucking rules.
Oh well,
but I know for some other people that's their thing.
With the sub, the whole thing with the sub is that it's not just about being the submissive. It's what the dom brings to the table. Because the submission is earned.
Yes.
So that like the master title and the dom title. I mean, you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but those are earned over time. So yeah, there like with my there was like a four page Google Doc of like a rules / contract because it's a partnership.
You gotta protect yourself.
Well, and that's the other thing. Like with Muse, and the reason why her ex didn't go to jail for domestic violence is because they had a contract, and when you're it's not domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking for it if you don't do.
He just laughed then, like a really weird laugh.
Agreeing to be beat and asking for it if domestic violence if you're agreeing to be beat and asking.
What a weird reaction. Wes is just talking about, it's not abuse if you're agreeing to be beaten. He goes, like, that is weird. You're a weird dude, Joran. And g'day, Drinkwater 3.
For it if you don't do A, B, and C. But I mean, to get back to your thing, what is your plan? I mean, what do you do? Do you preemptively strike and you let people know that, look, this happened and you might hear this, but let me tell my side, or do you just?
What a good question. So when this first happened, half an hour ago, whatever the fuck it was, I'm like, that's it, I'm quitting, I'm done, everything's nuked, I want to go back to being a private citizen, I'm a sensitive introvert, I don't want to deal with any of this drama, I hate it. And then I was a little bit more like, all right, let me talk to people, let me get this out, let me get some cooler heads. And that makes me feel a little better. I do still feel shell-shocked. I do feel like I'm going to be scared and or freak out if I go to anybody's stream. You know, I feel like now I have to have like one eye open.
Well, I mean,
I hate the idea of
I'm just honestly with the dick and face pic out there. I completely. If it were me, I probably would, you know, at least take a. Me personally, I would take a break. And because like with the Vince thing, that was something he was making up, and I had proof that it was a lie. All of it was a lie, and so I was able to do that. But I don't know how to combat pictures of my dick and face. And I really don't. I don't know what to do in that situation. I don't really know.
Well, that's not words I was hoping to hear from you.
Well, I don't. I'm not experienced with this kind of thing. I mean, you know, when Muse is showing off my dick pic, we were in a, you know, quote unquote, in the early stages of what could have been a relationship, and she wanted to see my dick. And so she saw my dick, and so that's, you know, and she's an adult and everything else. And when she was showing it to people, like, they wanted to talk to me. So I never brought it up. You know, she brought it up in a couple of streams, so I talk about it when we're reviewing a stream or whatever. But it wasn't something that I talked. She almost like was trying to threaten me with it, as if she was 16 years old when I sent it to her, and she was gonna put me on blast. But I really don't know how to handle that. And if this person, you know, if it's Vince or whoever, dude, or Vince and his sister, who the fuck knows? But if they do start going and warning people in TCAP, I that might cause some, just because it is a community built around, you know, there are a lot of comments in chat, like especially during clobber streams, where people are saying that they themselves were victimized at a younger age, and so laughing at Lorne or Dan Allen or any of these guys, it to them it's like getting a win against the person that they were vulnerable against before. So if someone's going around and saying, "Oh yeah, this guy's a predator," and let me show you, it could upset some people. It could make people just not want to hear your side. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you want to preemptively strike, or just step back and wait for it to happen and be more.
What do you mean by preemptively strike?
Well, because you really have two options. You have two options. You can either ignore it and wait for something to come up, and then you're like, okay, well, yeah, but let me explain my side, or you come out first and say, like, hey, you know, you might hear, and I really don't know, I really don't know how that would work or what you would say, but basically let people know that they may hear or see something about you, and that you were misled, and you just kind of explain that you were misled by a person, and you know, and it was all a guise just to, like, embarrass you or whatever, because then when their video comes out, it cheapens the whole thing. It's the difference between someone apologizing, coming out and saying, hey, back in 2009, I made some racist tweets, and I did blackface, and I'm really sorry, but I've really learned my lesson in the past, or having it found out, and then you going, oh man, I've really learned over these last 3 hours since these were found, and, you know, one of those guys gets canceled, and the other guy gets to keep his, you know, like, he keeps his job, and people accept that he learned a lesson because he preemptively apologized versus after the fact. But you know, do you really believe that this person is? I mean, it seems like they're pretty dedicated.
Yeah.
Do you think these people are? Do you think it's the same person?
I pray it's one person. I would hate to think it's a fucking team. And again, that mystifies me because, like I said, I'm nice to everyone. Like, in that conversation, I didn't do anything quote-unquote wrong. It was...
Okay, you're not nice to everyone because what you're doing to the woman of this community is not nice. They don't want it. They didn't want it. And you're just not nice to everyone. All your streams, you're very arrogant to everyone, especially if they weren't a woman. And you're very condescending, like with your little speeches about if you're doing something that is less talent level, like listening to calls. Like, so you weren't nice to everyone, you asshole. And g'day, noxious butt spray, the leaning tower of Lorne's idiocy, and night driver. Oh, I'm not a driver at night. Good to see you all.
True consensual adults doing what they wanted to do. But the fact of the person is this kind of like hatred and obsession. I mean, yesterday when Chef, who was my best friend, he knew I wasn't going to be there to stream. He's like, are you in my stream? I'm like, no, I'm in an open mic right now running the sound. I'm going up to the stage pretty soon. He's just like, someone is here, and he sent me that, and it's a person, and the person was actually doing, I mean, it was a very small screen, but doing a decent impression of me. And the fact that he was being sweet to Cat G, who obviously is so sweet, and going through shit, and flirting with Rhoda, it was almost worse, Wes, than if he was insulting me and or trying to ruin my rep. It was somehow worse. And
what did
Chef banned him, but
what did he say? That was so much like you.
Well, at first, actually, he said, "Oh, Kat, I'm glad to hear things are going better for you. I've been worried." And I'm like, ah. And then Rhoda's got my back, and she goes, "My heart belongs to Joran." I'm like, ah. But Chef said that it was quickly obvious that he wasn't me. Because, again, it was just a quick screenshot. He goes,
probably because he was actually funny.
The guy was trying to flirt, but with him it came off as creepy. He said that the guy just didn't have my charm.
Oh, okay.
Which, to me, strikes me as a very Vince type of thing.
Yeah.
Because, there is an art to what I do, if I say so myself. And part of it is very...
Shut up.
Very much, noticing how the girl goes.
Mm-hmm.
With Rhoda, it's always the rose kiss smiley back at me. It's always reciprocated. Even Scarlett, who is a little bit more, Scarlett gets drunk and then you get to see the real Scarlett, and it isn't to me. I don't mind saying that because there are plenty of risks.
Oh, g'day Shins. And is this better? I think I might have just had the mic a little far from my mouth. So let me know if that's better. And also, g'day Miss Behave.
See, to steal your word on my videos to prove.
Yeah, no, receipts.
I can laugh a little bit.
Receipts.
Receipts. I'm not quite as good with receipts as you are, but I do follow my tracks fairly well. There's room to grow up. But, I am beloved, and I've seen recently, particularly when I reach out to some people, that I am highly esteemed, which touches my heart. Really does. But, so where I'm at right now is, I'll just say quick. The 3 or 4 thoughts that come to my head is, 1, I trust no one new. All my DMs are fucking closed and locked down, probably never come back. And I am worried about waking up and seeing more shitty comments. Somebody actually created a Joran comedy channel with my profile pic. I'm like, YouTube, step up your game because you're fucking shit.
Well,
what a amazing little segue there, Joran. I am going to go and tee that up. So we're going to listen to some of what this person did shortly. And g'day, Omega Heber. Hello from your favourite Kiwi. And good morning, Alice Marie Armstrong. Great to see you both. And g'day, Slash. Oops, my alarm clock was gone. Deleted.
I mean, that's there's nothing illegal about that. I mean, look up Tiffany Lockhart. There's multiple channels called Tiffany Lockhart. That's not actually your channel name. It's it's a IP address. If you look at your actual channel URL, that's your channel name. Because you could change your name to something else. You know what I mean? So
you need to know how to block that shit.
And yeah, then the picture. Yeah, and the picture too. They're not going to do anything. I mean, because people have fan accounts and use Chris Hansen's picture.
Yeah. But like, for instance, I was having a magnificent conversation with this black chick from Cali who seems amazing. And now I'm like, okay, 5 minutes from now, is she going to go, ta-da!
Here's my black dick.
It's my black dick. It's bigger than yours. And you're this terrible person, blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell everyone, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to be like having one eye open and not feel like I can, like, I don't feel like I can go to a stream now. I'm worried about streaming on my own fucking channel, although the girls did come through for me very nicely.
Well, I mean,
the moderate.
Like I said, I really
fun out of this shit.
I really think you kind of have a choice. You know, are you just wait, and then wait for it to happen. And then respond, or say just yeah. And it's I don't know how that would look or how that would work. I really don't. I just know that in most cases, when you're dealing with PR, because I did manage PR, along with marketing, and with PR, the preemptive strike is always they always want to strike first. So that they get the first word in, because after you get the first word in, then it's everyone else's. It's everyone else's job to. Now they have a narrative that they have to go off of and prove that's wrong.
Yeah.
But once they say something or put something out, then you're trying to defend yourself.
I don't know, Wes. I can't see myself. This might be the wrong thought. I can't see myself doing a very serious video where I go, these were the allegations, this is what happened, da 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 da. If
you're saying you can't do it serious, then do it funny, or don't do it at all. It's really up to you.
I have a feeling I'm either going to not do anything or I'm going to withdraw from YouTube, and I really hate the idea of.
That is what you should have done. You should have withdrawn from YouTube. That is what your only option was. And g'day to Tank Boy. Haven't seen you around for ages, Tank Boy. Great to see you. Hope you've been well. And I saw someone else there, but now they've disappeared. But welcome to you, whoever you were.
Retreating from YouTube because I've loved it so much. Although I'm very, very glad I did not link my singing channel, which brings me so much happiness.
Oh, Joran, you just need to shut up, dude.
I don't want shit following me there.
Yeah.
I don't know, kid. I am just.
I don't know, kid.
Thank you for talking to me.
Oh, no worries, man.
Shit. I mean, you were docked. That's a real problem. I know. In comparison.
No, I don't know.
That's right, Joran. That is a real problem.
Oh,
this to my world.
I was doxxed, but it was my face and my name. I think my dick in my face would be worse.
Oh, right.
I'm being honest though. Like I would much rather have my name and face doxxed than my dick and face, because that means I sent that person my dick. And even though it happens, it's just, and then if you're saying was it like bad lighting? Was that the issue, or
what do you mean?
You said it was an unflattering picture.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So just shitty lighting.
Maybe no one get it real big. No, it's small.
Oh well, you sent several, so I'm sure the other ones were fine.
Yeah, I just sent a couple.
Yeah. So I mean, whatever. Everyone has everyone. I don't know. I don't really know. I don't really know.
I appreciate what you were trying to do.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say there, dude. But
Nothing you can say.
If there's one takeaway, don't send face pics.
Wow.
Don't do that. Yeah, your face is on your videos, and that is fine, but you can't send a face pic with a dick pic. You just can't do that.
That's good advice, Joran.
Yeah. Even if there's a lot of text in between.
Now if you had gotten on to, if you had gone on like a Facebook call or Skype or something like that, and had a conversation and saw that this person was real and everything like that, and then she's sending you pictures and then it's a different story, but you can't do that. You can't do that first. And then if they're pushing for one specific thing like that, I mean, that's like what they do to what they do to Lorne,
Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know.
G'day to Handsome Scout and Bee's Knees. Great to see you both. Thanks for being here. And Else Marie Armstrong asked, how was he even found out in the first place, all that gross shit he liked? So, what our little Joran here, one of the other very stupid things he does is he basically keeps the same username across multiple platforms, and in these calls he reveals it's either these calls or the catfish. At any point he reveals what his name is, and he reveals steer music in that. So through that, much smarter people than myself were able to go through and track a lot of his internet history and his Instagram and all that kind of shit, and find out, the pictures of little girls that he liked and all that kind of shit. So that's how, Joran, the amazing, talented, sensitive artist, was able to be unraveled. As Cookie Whoopie Pie puts it much better than I did, he doxed himself, essentially. And g'day to Tracy Hamill.
I just say get some sleep, and hopefully tomorrow it blows over.
Yeah.
And yes, Alison Marie Armstrong, he on Instagram he had liked pictures of little kids wearing genie outfits, which is weird to like pictures of kids that aren't your kid in general, but when they're wearing the costumes that you fetishize. I mean, his whole life is crippled by this genie fetish he's got, and you're liking kids in those outfits. That's creepy as fuck. And as other people have said, uh, potentially the only reason Joran isn't Lorne is that there wasn't a To Catch a Predator in fucking Rhode Island or wherever the fuck he comes from. And g'day, Ms. Tree One. Great to see you.
All right, man.
All right, dude.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, let me know if anything else comes up. I'll let you know if I see any bullshit come my way too.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
Sleep well.
And I love that, and I want to hear it again.
All right, man. Appreciate it, brother.
No worries.
Sleep well.
Sleep well. How creepy. All right, so we're going to go on to so that was the prequel. We're going to go on to Call 1 in a second, but I do want to listen to the collection that Kelpill has put together, which is basically, so in amongst when this was all coming to a head and Joran started to be trolled, like this is before now, essentially someone made an account called Joran Comedy with the same avatar, so basically copied his account, and started to go into streams, and in chat he would be writing stuff pretending to be Joran, saying funnier stuff than Joran's ever said, and then also in like the TTS donations. He would make donations using Joran's name and that, and Joran got really, really pissed off about it. So this is hilarious. I really like it. And Lorne's burn phone. Am I drunk? I'm not drunk. I'm probably just a few sips over the limit. And Bee's Knees says, I was one of the girls in, brackets, who defended Joran that Friday morning, if I remember correctly. It was a Patrick stream, and Mac and Cheese started writing stuff about Joran. I'm always, or a Patrick stream or a Liquid Lawn stream. I'm always, interested to hear from people that were around at the time that Joran was, because as I've mentioned before, I wasn't around. So it's interesting to just kind of hear what people were doing when Joran was doing this, because unless you were in on this troll and you discovered all this, you'd have no idea that Joran was like this. I mean, he, no one was to know. And g'day, Aramore and Kingpin. Okay, so enough from me. Let's check this one out now. So let me just get this up. There we go. All right. Oh, yep. So these were all on Sundays with COD on the on 5/24/20.
The Joran Identity donated $2.
Thank you, Joran.
I put 6 deviled eggs in the mail for Betty, so you can take about $300 off the total.
Nice.
Subscribe to Joran Comedy for the finest in TCAP goodness. That's some quality funny. Clawbear is a jobber, but Joran is never boring.
There, that should be looked into.
And see, that right there is funnier than anything Joran's ever said.
So much.
Hey, Chef, put the links to your channel in the chat.
Donated $1. Lorne was just a loser. All he brings is pain. But I am Joran Comedy. I only make it rain. I will buy a new light so you see my dingle. The name again is Joran, and ladies, I am single. Call me.
There you go. Better. I really think that this is better than Tinder. Thank you, Joran, and thank you, Chef. Thank you, Tiffany.
Joran Comedy donated $2.
Hi.
If impersonation is the sincerest form of flattery, your attempts to jack my style are like assault and battery. You can steal my name, but here's the only thing: the votes were just counted, and I am the improv king.
Oh, the votes were counted?
Actual Joran Comedy donated $10. I don't know who has been impersonating me all
I know, it's been
evening.
crazy, Joran.
They are funny and making me look good, so
They are.
carry on.
They're plugging the shit out of you.
I really am single, ladies.
There you go. Swipe right on Joran, baby.
Clabber's my hero.
Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. Also, I want to add, I am not just exclusive to women, so you guys can also message me.
Yeah, you gotta hedge your bets.
Also, check out my Patreon.
And he would have fucking hated that.
Maybe I will offer a tier with nudes.
There you go.
I am Jackoff.
I am Jackoff. And g'day, Stumble, Repent, Repeat.
I am Jackoff.
Smarter than me. Clabber's my hero.
Actual Joran Comedy donated $2. Clobber, let's have a wager. If I get 50 people to put roses in the chat for me, I get to co-host the next Sunday with CAWD. Unless, of course, you are scared I will outshine you and take over. Just joking, maybe. Love you, Clob. Love the show. Keep improving.
Thank you, man. Keep improving. Thank you, Joran. Yeah, I'll work on it. I'll work a little bit harder.
Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. Hey Clob, I counted at least 50 roses, so let me give you a taste of what everyone will get on the next Sunday with COD. What do you call a female with autism? Ready? No tits tick. Thanks, I am Joran Comedy. I will be here next week co-hosting. Boobs tit. Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. Hey Clobber, please tell everyone to sub to my channel. I will promote our Sunday with COD we are doing next week and get you more subs higher quality, and most importantly, I will get some actual laughs around here.
And so, just context here, because like kind of as you heard at the start, Clobber is, Clobber is always so nice to everyone, and even though he's obviously annoyed, well, I don't know if he was annoyed. I assume he's probably annoyed by Joran, but he's getting. I believe, and I apologise if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've heard that Clobber wasn't in on this troll at this time, so he thought this was Joran doing this. So you can tell by now he's just kind of like, fuck off, basically, which is more than fair.
Did I mention my Patreon?
You did not, but yes, thank you, Joran. Yeah, Joran Comedy, baby.
Real West most donated $3.
Thank you, West.
I will be on Chris Hannon's Chanel this Thursday along with Brittany Simon to talk about the human trafficking story chick. It will be a good show.
I cannot wait.
Clob, why have you never offered me a chance to co-host Sunday with COD?
Is
there a list somewhere?
Yes, there's a sign-in sheet.
Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. Clobber, you are losing the stream.
I am.
Turn off the donation sounds and let's watch a few of my videos and liven up this morgue. Let's agree I pick the call next week and you just follow my lead.
Yes.
It will be like training day, but I am Denzel and you're nobody.
Wait, I can't be Ethan Hawke? I always wanted to be Ethan Hawke, though.
Real West most donated $1. Clobber, not sure why you are getting bullied tonight.
Thank you, Wes.
Still one of my top 100 favorite lornographers from the Midwest. I agree with Joran. Keep improving, say your prayers, take your vitamins, and God bless America.
I feel so bad for Clobber here. Like, only Clobber could just keep, being respectful while this is happening.
I'm doing that. I am going to. I'm always trying to get better, and I appreciate that. That's high praise. One of the top 100 from the Midwest. Nice. Thank you, West.
Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. A final poem for the ladies before I say goodnight. I would send you nudes, but that would not be right. Let's just say my unit wouldn't be kept on a shelf. How large is it? Get a 2-liter Coke and see for yourself. Boom, kaboom, mic drop, flip-flop tits.
Mic drop. Dropping that mic.
So dumb.
Thank you, Actual Joran.
Clobber is...
Actual Joran Comedy donated $1. When it comes to rhymes, these other dudes are 4 and I am the mad rap slinger killer Prince Joran the first, hip and I hop with the skills of Dr. Dre. I am.
Damn, we are getting some...
like Little Nas, but I am not gay. Not that there is anything wrong with that. I am Joran in a worn Boston hat.
Damn, we are getting some poetry. Thank you, Joran.
Dumb.
That's very funny. Alrighty. So let's get back into it, shall we? So this is the apology call one. So essentially, you've obviously had that prequel, and what happens between now and the next call is that the Google Drive is dropped, and so Wes basically says to him, look, you lied to me about everything, don't contact me again. And so, of course, Joran rings Wes, and that's where we pick up.
On July 5, 2020, a Google Drive folder was released by whistleblower Mac and Cheese, dedicated to exposing the actions of YouTuber Joran Comedy. After initially denying the claims made by Mac and Cheese just 2 days earlier, the evidence was too loud to ignore, and Joran went into damage control mode. The following phone call was recorded on July 5, 2020, when YouTuber Westmost contacted Joran Comedy on Skype, after examining the Google Drive. Westmost said he would no longer support or work with Joran Comedy, and for Joran to never contact him again. Joran asked if he could call Westmost and explain his side. This is the first of 5 phone calls from July 6 and July 7, dealing with the Google Drive, the harassment of female TCAP members, and an apology that made waves in the community.
Huh?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, I'm just trying to understand the need for the call. I thought I made myself pretty clear with everything.
Well, I suck at typing, so I decided I would rather call you so I can let you know where my head's at and how things have progressed.
Well, I just want to start off by saying, when you and I talked on Friday, you made it sound like this was all bullshit and it was nothing, and you know, I'm supporting you and I've supported you from the beginning here, and then when I see this stuff come out, this isn't a troll.
G'day Heisenberg White, who says, wow, so much Cornville three-way in 1 week. I am one lucky guy. Many would argue it's too much Cornville in 1 week, Heisenberg White. But thanks for being here, and really enjoyed our stream the other day and looking forward to finishing that. So I was on Heisenberg White's channel the other day. He very kindly asked me on, and it was a lot of fun, and we did about half of the mini-syllables interview with Joran, and that is just amazing, that call. And g'day, Duchess.
You know, Vince called me a troll when I was exposing him for his bullshit. He called me a troll, told everyone beforehand, hey, you're going to
And g'day, Vast Ravioli. Holy shit, good morning to you, too.
hear from this troll, don't believe anything he says. And that's what you did, but you had to have known that some of that, what was being talked about, was accurate. That wasn't bullshit.
I didn't watch the video at all.
Then you need to. You need to, because, you know, that's the same shit that Vince would say. I haven't watched the video. Someone put their time and effort into making a video to show some shit that you've done. And then when they're showing receipts, that's a little fucking girl that you're liking these comments with the genie fetish. That's not okay.
I agree. You're absolutely right.
So then when someone's bringing it up and saying this guy has a problem, I saw the comment on Molly's video. That's someone's fucking daughter. And you're talking about her tits. That's not what the video was about. You're a grown man.
You're absolutely right.
What is this community built on, Joran?
Trust and a safe place, and
making fun of pedophiles and predators. What is your behavior very much like, Joran?
I went way overboard with the Molly videos.
Not just with that. Why did it take you until now? And this is what I was saying the other night. Are you going to get ahead of this? And you're like, it's nothing. This is all made up. This is all bullshit. But now, 2 days later, now when the receipts come out, you want to go and do the after apology. This is what I was saying, the shit that never fucking works. This isn't new information. This is stuff that you knew was out there. You just hoped wouldn't be found, or maybe you had forgotten about, but some of this shit's really recent. You used Tiffany for your own pleasure, and that's not okay. And no matter what excuse you come up with, you know that's not okay.
Okay, let me see where I want to start here. If you just bear with me. So in the last couple of days, I had a great conversation with Mini Syllables where she started doing kind of a devil's advocate. And I really got to see, she's been awesome. She was nice, but at the same time really helping me see things about my behavior that I wasn't seeing. And I'm like, I definitely have to address this stuff. The Tiffany video is down. The one I did after
Is it, Joran? Is it really down?
with her in club, but the behind the scenes is down.
Now, if by down you mean privated so you can continue to fap to it, you fucking creep, then yes, you are right.
I don't have Tiffany's number. I sent her a long apology.
It's gone.
On Skype.
Deleted.
Anyway, keep in touch with her. I took down all the comments about Molly, which you are 100% right. I was way fucking over the line, and I was out of my goddamn mind. I honestly, and this is the best way I can put it, I honestly thought with the troll, this was just the same person.
And g'day, Jake Breaker 19, who says, "Oi, mate, looky over there. There's a tiger."
Who, I'm not excusing me, and I'm just giving you my mind, just so you know where I'm coming from. When this happened on Twitter, I thought, okay, it's the same person who's been on my streams, trying to get in my head, trying to make me look bad. It probably is Vince, da-da-da. With this Twitter thing, I thought, you know what? In my recent videos, I've been talking about the difference between alpha and beta males. I may have awakened some basement dweller. Again, this is just my thought process. Who's jealous, da-da-da, wants to take me down a peg. I've seen...
What a shame that some jealous basement dweller isn't here right now.
Joran, I want to stop you right there. I want to stop you right there before we go down the Lauren Armstrong rabbit hole up, because this is what this is sounding like to me. Do you believe that any of your behavior is that of an alpha male? Any of the behaviors that you've shown when you're debasing these women, you're using them for your own pleasure, you're going around, and it's not innocent flirting, you're treating these women like objects in a community built around sexual predators. That's not an alpha male. That's Lauren Armstrong with internet access. That's how you're behaving. And I don't know what it's going to take for you to realize that, but you need to take a step back from all of this shit and really look at who you are from an outside perspective, because you're talking all this shit about Lauren. All your stuff's about Lauren. Dude, you are Lauren as far as everyone's concerned. That's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
You're not coming off like that alpha male pimp. You're coming off like someone with very little experience who is using people, who got in with these people who are kind of well known within the TCAP community, involved them in sketches so that you can fap to it later. That's fucked up. And then when it was brought up to you on Friday, now
there is no denial there. Like he has just said, you know, you collaborated with, you know, the female content creators so you could fap to it later. And his response is, like, if that wasn't what you did, there should be some response. There should be like, no, what? I didn't, what? No, I didn't do that. Like, but it's clearly not, because he knows that he did that. And, g'day, Lawn's Unclimbable Ladder. Great to see you as always. Thanks for being here.
Whether you want to say you thought the troll and the catfish are the same person, or that doesn't matter. It was made very clear, that last message that they sent you, that was...
And Jose Aguirre, I have seen the Super Duck Videos version of Democracy Manifest.
Made very, very clear to you what you were doing and what you had been doing. And when I asked you about it, you were like, I can't apologize for something I didn't do. You're not just now finding out about this. So you're telling me you didn't have the self-reflection to look at what that person said, look back at the 2 days prior to what you had done and how you had treated this person. You were very demanding of this person from the very beginning and treated her or him like an object. So when people see that, and you're warning, oh, it's a catfish, it's a troll, and then they see the other things that you've done, it all makes a really clear picture. What that person did was make me the perfect layout to make a receipt video if I need to. And I don't want to have to do that. But that's predatory. What you did was predatory.
I'm trying to arrange my thoughts here.
And taking the videos down 2 days later after the fact, when it was made clear, Joran, what you had done, that's not good enough.
Trying to get my thoughts here.
What I want to hear, Joran.
And Stumble Repent Repeat asks, where did the term FAP originate from? Never heard it before this group. FAP's not a this group thing. Like, that's been around for quite a while. Like, I don't know where it originated. Probably Reddit, isn't that where like everything originates? But I don't know where it originated. But it wasn't this group.
I want to hear the thoughts that are actually going to make sense, not the excuses, not the other things. I actually want to know what you think and what you're going to do, because you'll be run out of this community, and you know how this community works. You'll be run out of every community you try and join until you do something about this.
Yeah. Trying to decide what I want to say first, because you mentioned quite a few points. If you'll bear with me, I would rather just tell you what was going on through my head, whether or not it's stupid. Just so
Joran, if this is going to be a fucking story about deviled eggs or hot dogs, I'm going to lose my shit. I don't want to hear any explanations about anything. You know what you put out there, and you know what you did. What explanation are you going to give me that's going to make me go, makes total sense that you're on a 9-year-old girl's page in a genie costume liking it, after also fantasizing about drawings of genies and all kinds of other genies and just genie. What explanation can you give me, Lauren? What explanation can you give me that's going to make any fucking sense? The time for explanations is over. Now you need to figure out what you're going to do.
Okay. Well, so far, I've apologized to Tiffany. I have taken down the video. I've taken down the stuff on Molly's. I was thinking very, very seriously about doing an apology video. I had already decided.
So you're thinking about it, or you decided? Because those are two different things. You're thinking about doing it, or you decided to do it?
I've made a decision. It's just a matter of exactly what I want the content to be and exactly what the delivery is. It's already in the works.
Well, I mean, when I talked to you about it on Friday, you were talking about making it a joke because you thought it was a joke. But now more stuff is coming out, and it's not a joke now.
Yeah.
Now it's something serious, and the people.
It might not be a joke, but I do find it very funny. And g'day, Ilrig, how's it going, mate?
People who had your back yesterday, who were going through this whole thing to figure out who this person was who's trolling you, those people aren't going to have your back. Everyone hates being fooled. And when you have these people fighting on your behalf yesterday, trying to figure out who was trolling you, getting videos taken down, they're going to be pissed. And it wouldn't take any of that stuff other than the little fucking girl in the genie costume. Do you just go and search Aladdin and Magic Lamp and you're just jacking off to everything that comes up?
No.
You know it looks like that, though, right?
I understand. I absolutely understand. If I talk to you more in depth about the sketch with Tiffany, would that help, or would you rather not even just hear about that?
Yeah. Let me hear about the sketch with Tiffany.
Okay. So the situation with that is, when I started talking to Tiffany, I told her I have 3 sketches. You can pick which one you want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
She said that one.
Okay.
With that sketch, I mean, I hope this doesn't make me sound like an asshole, but it's too late for that. And I say that honestly. It's no sarcasm. I was not, and if you don't believe me, you are very right not to believe me.
Yes, and if you're starting something with your right not to believe me, you are about to lie.
that was not arousing to me only because my feelings for Tiffany since the beginning have been sisterly.
Bull fucking shit. Alright, a few things there. A, when he presented the 3 skits to Tiffany, like, this is like, and a lot of the time he talks like, you know, him and Tiffany were like great friends. They barely talked and they were not friends. But they were presented to Tiffany as, and he basically said, I'm thinking of 3 sketches. I've got one that's complete, and that's to do with Lorne and a genie, and the other 2 are just ideas at the moment. Like, so that was presented first, and basically, so clearly Tiffany said what anyone would say, okay, well, let's do the complete one then, because she didn't give a fuck. She was giving her time to help someone, as she did with so many people in this community, and that's how it was. And to say that your thoughts are sisterly, you barely talked. How can you think of someone as a sister when you barely talked? And you are a creepy bastard. So to say that, oh, you know, I just thought of her sisterly, like, she had no interest in you. Like, but if, especially with your little genie fantasy, if she happened to give you any time of day at all, you would have been all about that. And after everything that has come out about your crazy genie fetish, to claim that that skit didn't arouse you at all is just bullshit. It is the same. It's the equivalent of Lorne saying he never meant to do it. He never meant to go there, and you know he only was talking to Kayla because someone was caring about him and not his wallet.
Joran,
That's just how it is.
I'm gonna stop you right there.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Exactly.
You're gonna tell me that this person who you didn't know, you still don't know, who you've talked to a minimal amount, who has a very sexy voice, that you didn't at all sexualize her. Tell me that again. I want to hear it again. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning. Tell me the whole thing from the beginning again.
Should I just switch topics?
No, I want to hear the story again. I'd like to hear it again. Everything.
Can I just switch topics? Amazing.
About the sketch. I'd like to hear it again.
Okay. So I contacted Tiffany. We started talking on the phone. I said, I have an idea for 3 sketches.
G'day, Sean McClure. Don't worry about being late. You're here now.
And which one would you like to? You have carte blanche. You choose. She's like, okay, I think the genie one is the most interesting.
Which one did you offer first?
None of them had been written, but I said,
which one did you offer first?
Ideas. I listed them off.
Which one? Joran, I'm asking a very simple question. When I'm saying which one did you offer first, I'm asking if there was a list, right? Which one was first on the list, Joran?
I said, well, the first one I started writing already was the one with the genie.
Okay. So now let's flip this around. Now stop. Because, and the reason why I wanted you to tell me again, because I wanted to see if you catch yourself where you're trying to put it on Tiffany. Well, I gave her 3 options, and that's the one she chose. But I noticed when we talked on Friday.
And Duchess, I just wanted to address what you said in the chat about Cornville Three-Ways channel will be taken over by that evil Little Big Nuggets next. I'm not sure what you mean by next. It's already been taken over by evil Little Big Nuggets. The only reason it doesn't currently say that is we're still working on the graphics and the other art to go up on there. But I do need to say that I am all for this. Evil Little Big Nuggets has been nothing but good to me, and I think my channel is only going to improve now that she's in charge.
Because you keep information out. You offered her 3. The very first one you offered her was the genie one that you had started writing.
Yeah.
Joran, if I was offering you 3 sketches and you didn't know me, so you didn't care.
Yeah.
And the first one you would say, I'll just take the first one. So let's not pretend that this is Tiffany's fault or that she's somehow complicit in this. She's completely
No,
unwilling.
she isn't. Absolutely not. Fuck no, absolutely not.
Why would it be included in the excuse, Jordan? You want to share the blame with Tiffany. Well, she chose that one. I gave her 3 options.
No.
Joran, there would be no other reason to bring that up other than to share blame with Tiffany. She's blameless in this. All she tried to do was help out a new person who no one knew.
Yeah.
Out with their content, and that's what you did to her. And whether you say that's not the case or not, no one is going to believe you. I mean, your sketch is so close to the sex talk you had with the catfish that it might as well be the same thing. What's the explanation for the little girl?
I do search various genie things on Instagram, and I hit the like button on everything. I have never, and I don't expect you to believe me at this point, I've never pleasured myself to anyone who was an adult. Ever, ever, ever.
Never, ever, ever. Hey, Joran, you
Doesn't he just sound so much like a lot of the TCAP predators there? Ever. Like, he might as well be fucking Walter right there. And, Duchess, I'm not sure what you're talking about when you say she gave me a Celsius sponsorship. Look, all I will say on Celsius is it's a quality product and it's the perfect pick-me-up for before, after, or midstream.
watch TCAP, obviously. Do you not understand how much this sounds like a conversation that you'd be having with Chris Hansen? I'm being serious. I never would have done this. Yeah, I just liked everything.
And have fun at work, Smokey the cat. And I will punch a Roo in the face, the Roo in the face that is next to me right now. But you have made things very awkward for myself and my captors. Thank you for that.
Warren said that he talked to every girl in the chat room. Every girl he went and said hi to.
And g'day to Condom Full of Celsius, one of my favourite new names in the community. Welcome and thank you for being here.
I fail to see what explanation you can give for anything. I mean, like I said, what needs to be done is a public apology where you need to own it.
Yeah.
Because it looks like this person has a lot more shit on you than you're prepared to deal with. They're deep diving. And if you leave anything out, then they're just going to keep coming up with shit. And the fact that you and I talked not 2 nights ago and you made it sound like it was nothing. There was nothing going on. You knew. You knew what you had done to Tiffany, and you still kept that video up. You didn't think it would be connected. You didn't think it would be connected back?
Oh. I'm stupid.
And it really irritates me that when I talk to you about trying to get ahead of this, trying to get something out, because I was on your side. I had your back. You're like, well, should I make it a joke? Is this a fucking joke, Joran? Do you think that little girl's parents, if they saw all the genie shit that you're liking and then they saw that you're liking, do you think they would think it was a joke?
No, absolutely
What about
not.
your job? Would they think it was a joke?
No.
Because you know that's how shit goes now. People don't just stop at making you leave YouTube. They find out where you work, they find out where you live, and they make it known.
G'day, Sloth Cat.
It's predatory. And people try to warn people about predators.
Yeah.
That's what my entire channel has become, against my wishes. And then I'm promoting you, and I'm telling people to sub to your channel, and you're preying on women. It's great to have women hit on you and flirt with you on Twitter and like all that other stuff. That's great, dude. But when you're out here doing it to people, you put a fucking timestamp in a video to look at a girl's tits. My 13-year-old wouldn't do that.
Fucking creep and all.
And g'day, Ghost of Tony Farmer.
Fucking creep.
Did you apologize to her?
Not yet.
No, because you're going to apologize just to the ones that are very clear, the big ones, and then you can leave all the little ones out. But you have a lot of apologizing to do. It's all here. This isn't some minor thing. This is really bad.
Sounds like.
So what's your plan? Not what you thought about doing and now you're doing. I want to know, like, what's your honest, clear plan?
Apology video. And I would like very much your opinion, specific things I should mention and cop to.
Wow. So you want me to co-write your apology video or somehow co-edit?
No.
Joran, what do you think you need to apologize for? Joran, what do you think? Because you know more than I do. You know shit you've done that maybe hasn't been uncovered yet. What do you need to apologize for? Who do you need to apologize to?
Wes, please. This is humiliating. I want very much to.
Hold on. How humiliating do you think it is for these women? How humiliating do you think it's going to be for Tiff?
Wes, please. This is humiliating. Now, if that is not alpha energy, I don't know what is.
Tiffany Lockhart, when she once again listens to that video, that genie video, because I'm sure it's already been downloaded and re-uploaded somewhere else, because that's what they do, Joran. You didn't take it down Friday night. You waited 2 days. So what do you think she's going to think when she hears that again, and then she goes back and reads your conversation with the catfish? You think you're going to have Tiffany Lockhart's respect?
No.
And then what about all the women who follow Tiffany Lockhart and who don't believe that predators should be able to be within this community? Because that's what they're going to say. So it's not about what I think you should include in an apology video. What do you feel you need to apologize for? Because it can't be my truth. It needs to be you. You need to come out and tell them, this is what I did. This is what I've been doing, and this is my plan to never be that person again.
Yeah.
And remember that the community has heard a lot of that shit from Lauren Armstrong, too. So if it's something that you're going to talk about and you're not going to, but you might as well just go.
Yeah. I just want to be thorough, and I just wanted to get your opinion on what would make you feel better about me, and at the same time,
it's not about me.
I just feel you have a better clarity. I just feel you have.
It's not about me.
More clarity.
You know what, dude? I've never had to write an apology video for being a predator, personally.
Well, this is a new one for me also.
But it's not the first time you've been a predator, Joran. This isn't new for you. I'm seeing.
G'day, Vexy. And it does legit sound like he's pleasuring himself.
Things from where there's a girl on a flying genie costume that she made, and you're like, oh, you're in Boston, we should meet. These people are just trying to show off their art, and you're trying to get pussy.
Yeah, I was, absolutely.
That's not a sensitive artist. That's not a guy who values women. That's not an alpha male. That's a basement dweller sitting around trying to get some pussy any way he can by making weird, leery fucking comments about a girl's tits. It upsets me because I promoted you.
Yeah, I can tell.
Because I told people to work with you. But I'm sure
that I let you down.
It's not me that you let down. It's the other people. It's those women that you let down. The women that you've been devaluing. That's who you let down. I'm pissed.
Yeah.
You let them down. And now it affects other creators because now when they want to work with someone, everyone's going to be a little more leery because of Joran, who came into the community, had a lot of people back him up and work with him, and then fucked them all over so that he could jack off to Tiffany Lockhart's voice. I mean, even when I brought up the kelp pill video, with all the thumbs down, you're like, well, yeah, I don't see any complaints, though. Are you fucking kidding me? Were the thumbs down not clear enough for you? People didn't like that. That's not what this community is supposed to be about.
Yeah. I'm just coming to grips with my own stupidity.
I don't know why it took you this long. That's the issue.
It did. I
You're
was blind.
a grown
I was
man.
naive.
You're a grown man.
You're absolutely right.
And I also find it hard to believe this is the first time that this has been an issue, Joran. And I think you know what I mean.
Excuse me?
I said, I think you know what I mean. I don't think this is the first time this has been an issue.
I've been sexualizing women way too long. Over-sexualizing them.
Have you been in trouble for it before?
I'm sorry, you broke up.
Have you been in trouble for it before? Because it's going to come out.
No.
Never. Never once. Never one friendship lost. Never one issue at work. Never anything. Everyone's just been receptive to it up until now.
Oh, no. Women have said they're not interested, and I stop.
I just don't know what would make you start without knowing they were interested in the first place.
I'm a stupid man. I haven't used any kind of self-control.
You treated YouTube like it was a pussy palace. Like you were going to start this channel, and then you were just going to start banging different. I don't know why you would think that. And in all communities to do it, why this one? Mm-hmm. Where there are a lot of women who are damaged, and you were even like, yeah, I read that somewhere before. What I was telling you about, when you were talking about the comment that was written, I've heard something about this before. You know why you heard about it before? Probably because someone was telling it to you. That there are a lot of women in this community, not just women, people who have been victimized by someone in their lifetime. Why do you think people were so big about helping out Betty? Because they knew Betty? No, because Betty symbolized, for everyone that knows who Betty is, she symbolized someone you know who got ripped off, who got fucked over. So being able to help her out felt really, really good. It's the same thing, Joran. There are a lot of people in this community who they like making fun of Lorne because it helps them feel better about their own victimization.
Yeah.
And then you're coming in here and helping. What else do you have?
I should have just stuck to making videos with better intentions, just to make people laugh, just to make fun of a Lauren. I shouldn't have been. The word flirting doesn't even.
Make fun of Lauren. Make fun of Lauren.
It's not even strong enough to describe what I was doing.
It was borderline sexual assault. I mean,
God. I have you probably won't believe me. I can't believe you don't, but I have no desire to hurt anyone. I've never had a desire to hurt anyone.
Does a desire to hurt? So,
that's what it is.
Okay, hold on. You get in your car. You drink 7 beers and get in your car.
Yeah.
Run a stoplight and kill a family of 4. Did you have a desire to hurt that family?
No.
But you did it, right?
Then yet I would have. Yeah, absolutely.
But you did it. And
absolutely.
So maybe you had no desire to hurt Molly and Kelp Pill or Tiffany Lockhart or any of the other people, but you did.
And Vexy, AsburyBrad made this thumbnail. And no, you have not missed the I don't even want to masturbate shit yet.
Yeah.
Ignorance of what you did is not an excuse.
I agree.
You're a grown man.
Yeah.
Behave like it.
I will.
If you want me to look over your apology video script when you write it, I'll look it over.
That would mean so much to me. That's more than I deserve.
But that's the best I can offer you right now.
Dude, that's being incredible. That's really doing me a solid.
But I think no matter what, there should be some sort of a apology made individually to some of these women that you know deserve an apology right now.
I am going to start contacting people.
Starting
with Molly.
And I highly recommend that apology video doesn't drag on. It shouldn't take too long to make because there's stuff being added to this drive, and none of it's good. And you need to get out ahead of this. Like I told you on Friday, get ahead of this.
Yeah. It's going to be released tomorrow. I can probably get the script to you. No, I can't get the script to you tonight.
Get the script to you. That's so weird.
I'm sorry to put you through this, dude, and I'm sorry.
It's not about putting me
Break
through
your
anything. It's not about putting me through. That's what you need to understand. It's not
Don't worry, Joran. He'll be fine, mate.
about putting me through anything. I'm really good at writing people off. I don't honestly trust people in the beginning. It takes a lot for them to earn that. So it's nothing to me. It's what you did to the other people that I know and care about, and that's fucked up.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get to the script right away.
Yeah, get it to me as soon as you can.
All right, man, I will.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Alright, guys, so that was part 1. So, how's everyone feeling? Everyone got part 2 in them? I reckon I'll probably have to call it quits for part 2, but if everyone wants to hang around for a bit longer, I reckon I can push on and do part 2, because this is a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you are too. So here we go. Here is call 2 in the apology series.
The first draft of his.
Sorry, here we go.
At 3 a.m., roughly 3 hours after the first apology call, Joran contacted Wes Most. He had completed the first draft of his apology. What he wrote was a half-hearted attempt devoid of the actual things he had done. On top of that, he was hiding something big. Let's listen in as Joran deflects, lies, and still refuses to accept responsibility, and Wes Most makes him do it all over again. The day was July 6, 2020, the time was 3 a.m.
Hey, so I'm looking at this, and I want to ask you before I have you read it. Would you say that 100% of this is sincere?
Yes.
100, and nothing has been left out.
I could put my hands on a Bible and say I am so sincere, and I want to do my best for this. I don't want anyone to have any doubt.
Pretty sure Lauren put his hand on a Bible.
So sincere. It's just like Shins Kawalo, who's so Italian. He's so sincere.
In court, and so that he was going to tell the truth, and never talked about MySpace Molly or any of those other people. I'm not a religious person, so I just want to know though, because it's going to come across in your apology video if there's a lack of sincerity. And just, as someone who does have experience with this stuff,
And yeah, as Kathy Max says in relation to Joran saying he'll have his script to him tomorrow, a script of what is supposed to be a sincere apology. Nothing says straight from the heart like a carefully constructed script that is, reviewed and edited.
I want you to know that people are going to pick it apart. And if there's anything that they find that comes up later that doesn't match, or that refutes what you're saying is sincere, then you might as well have done nothing. It'll actually be worse than doing nothing. So before you read it, I just want to make sure that everything here is sincere and you don't feel like anything was left out.
No, I think I get everything.
Okay.
That being said, because I want to be as honest to you as possible, I have flirted with so many women in the community, I would have forgotten at this point.
Well, that should maybe be the first.
And isn't that a massive fucking problem? That you have flirted with so many people, you can't even remember who you have flirted with.
Line of your. That's
kind of telling. Really damn good idea.
That's kind of telling. That's kind of telling, don't you think, when you flirted with so many women in a small community in a very short period of time, that you don't even remember who it was.
Let me type that right now. Okay, cool. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, I did rehearse a few times because, well, when I say rehearse, I fucking trip over my words.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Well, I mean, I rehearse scripts too. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not going to mean it lacks sincerity or not. I just want to make sure before you read anything that someone later is going to pull up something else and be like, whoa, what about this? I want to make sure that it's sincere. So yeah, go ahead and start.
But like, I mean, and that's fine. Like, if he wants to rehearse, that's fine. But if he's looking for sincerity, wouldn't a less polished performance seem more sincere? Like, if you are tripping over your words a bit, wouldn't that make it seem more kind of in the moment, from the heart, sincere and that kind of thing? I mean, it's a small detail to get caught up on, but it seems stupid to me.
And I'll stop you if I have any questions.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, everybody. This is the rare, serious video for me. It's probably the only one I've ever done. It really needs to be made, though. I'm going to read what I wrote because that's the best way for me to organize my thoughts and really say what I mean. Please bear with me. I owe everybody an apology, a very big one. It's been brought to my attention recently just how bad my behavior has been online. It's been really, really bad. I've been inappropriate with a lot of people I've called my friends, as well as strangers. More than that, I've been over-sexualizing them, treating them like meat sometimes even. It's a very shitty thing to do. I have no excuses for what I've done. None. I can claim I'm stupid, but guess what? Being stupid doesn't mean your actions don't hurt other people or have repercussions.
That's right.
As they say,
Joran.
ignorance of the law is no excuse. I can say I never meant to hurt anyone, but what do drunk drivers usually say after they hit someone? The same thing. The outcome is the same regardless, and it's irrelevant.
See, I think and let me stop you because I just did. I think.
You know what I always wonder? So he's done all this. He's written his apology. Like, did he actually think that he would? Well, no, that's a stupid question because clearly he did. The fact that he's going through all this, he obviously thought he would be able to come back. He obviously thought that this would go out. Maybe everyone would be mad a bit for a little bit, and then they would accept him back. Because why do that if you didn't think that? If you didn't think there was a chance that you'd been accepted back, why wouldn't you just leave? Delete your channel and leave. So he clearly thought, and that is crazy in itself. I mean, this is a community based on, making fun of predators, hating predators. He has revealed himself to be a predator both for adults and children. We don't know to what extent, but the liking of those photos says a lot. So he clearly thought that he would do this, he would do his apology. Maybe everyone would be mad for a little bit, but, then would all just be like, you know what, Joran? Don't worry about the liking the pictures of the little kids in genie outfits, or the hitting on high school girls, or, the sexual harassment of all the people in this community. Forget about all that. We could tell you were sincere there, and, your skits are just way too good. So come on back. Try not to do that shit. Let's have some more fun, buddy.
I think in the beginning, maybe you're taking too long with the explanation before actually saying what happened. Because here's the thing. Thing. Who knows how many people?
And g'day, Chloe Dubois, 87, and Jason Spears.
Have seen that drive in that video at this point. They're not going to want to hear that. They know that you've done something very, very wrong. So instead of 3 paragraphs explaining that, I would just jump right to it. You don't need to paint a picture.
Okay. Okay, well,
I mean, continue now, but I just want you to think it like when you reread this, I want you to look at it and see, is all that actually important, or is a lot of it filler? Because people just say what you did.
Okay, yeah, I feel like it was important.
Well, because I'm looking at the script, and then the next thing is, so why did I do it? You're talking about why you did something before you even talk about what you did.
Gotcha.
If you're looking at a recipe, the very first thing on that recipe, if you're looking at like the back of a pack of M&Ms, the very first thing is the thing that's the most of in that recipe. So if it's sugar or whole wheat. And with this, the most important thing here is what you did. Not why you did it, not the pre-setup to the apology. Start with what you did. This is what I did. That's what people are.
And g'day, Gorilla Spawn. I didn't see you come in there before. Welcome.
See.
I got you. I thought it was good just because in the second paragraph I go, I've been really inappropriate, I've been treated over sexually. I thought that was letting people know right
That's
away.
vague. No, that's vague.
Okay.
It sounds like an excuse for an apology. That a lot of celebrities and the PR. That's vague.
Oh, dude, I've been doing my damnedest to let my sincerity come through, and I like to be. I think it's long because I like to be real clear. I don't want people to think, oh well, he just shit that out or something. I want people to know that I really thought about this. That's
a 30-second apology that was like, hey, I tried to fuck a kid, and I blamed a lot of people for it, and my life has been ruined because of it, but I'm working hard to try and get that back, and I'm going to therapy and realizing what I did was wrong. That would be something that Lauren could say. That would undo the 12 years of bullshit that he's been spouting. Do you think people would say, God, I wish it was longer?
I gotcha.
Fluff is what you do when you're trying to make a video longer for monetization, but for this, just get straight to it. The meat and potatoes.
Okay. I'm going to continue now. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but actually, I guess you're saying that should go out too, right? The next paragraph. Right,
no, but keep reading. I want to hear it. Then we'll decide.
Okay, great, thanks. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse, but I'd like to tell you what my thought process was. If this makes someone else realize that they're doing the same thing, then maybe it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they ask me to stop, I will.
And I even just find it funny the way he refers to himself as a flirt. I don't know if this is just me, and I'm always open to the fact that I'm the weirdo. But talking about being a flirt, that always feels like an effeminate thing to say. You know what I mean? I think of I've never heard a man refer to himself as a flirt. Maybe that's just, that's an American men thing. Well, no, actually, I lie. I have heard of a man refer to himself as a flirt. Like, Il Reed constantly tells me he's a flirt, and he thinks that excuses all the dick pics he sends. So there is another person that refers to themselves as a flirt. So I do apologise. I was mistaken there. And g'day, Mill.
You shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though.
And
what if they were too
Logan W.
embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asks a man to stop and he flips the fuck out.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you know what? I think my phone cut out. Can you start over at that paragraph? I missed everything. I thought you were getting ready.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So why did I do it? Again, I have no good excuse. But I'd like to tell you what my thought process was. If this makes someone else realize that they're doing the same things, then maybe it can do some good and help them want to change. In my mind, what I was doing was okay. Oh, I'm just flirting. I'm a flirt. If they asked me to stop,
I'm a flirt. And g'day, yeah, well, you. And Eel, says, I asked for those pics. I asked for one pic. One pic. I was very clear, and I told you to stop afterwards. One pic is fine. I don't need to see multiple pictures of your dick, man. They look the same in every one. But every 20, 30 minutes, give it a rest, buddy.
I will. They shouldn't have to ask me to stop, though. What if they were too embarrassed and were worried about how I'd react? I've heard horror stories when a woman politely asks a man to stop and he flips the fuck out. I did a lot more than flirting, though. I got real damn sexual. I was objectifying women. How the hell did I justify it? Oh, it's just jokes. I'm a comedian. Yeah, no. There was some of that, and some of the stuff I said was just plain creepy. It was just plain wrong. period, full stop. Not just on YouTube. And this went on for years. I cringed thinking about it.
All right, so here, I don't, the part about if it can do some good and help someone else change, I don't think the martyr card is a way to go on this. That's going to get you destroyed. Take that part out. This isn't about you helping someone else change. This is about you realizing what you did and apologizing to people. So helping someone else should not be something that that's some PR shit that's thrown in to make people say, like, if I can change this one person from going out and killing someone while drunk driving or, overdosing on heroin, then I'm going to do it. That's not going to happen. No one's going to, because if you would have saw this video a week ago, you would have thought, God, I'm glad I'm not like that, and then you would have gone and talked about Molly's tits. Because that's not talking to you.
And exactly, Shins, you do need several different angles and lighting. You need to go and get, go to the furniture store and get that desk lamp because, especially one of those ones that have the kind of, the flexi stand, so you can get that in the exact right position.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, how old are you?
48.
And it took you 48 years to realize this, right? You think a video a week ago would have changed your mind and your way of thinking? I'm sure you've seen countless PSAs about sexual harassment and how to treat people, but you never thought they were talking to you.
Yeah.
And then the other part where you're talking about, there was some of that, and some of that stuff I said was just plain creepy. No, it was all creepy. All of it, because as soon as you say one thing, everything else Dr. Maurice Wolin could have saved 100 lives the day he goes out to try and fuck a 12-year-old. None of that matters.
Gotcha.
So I did more than flirting. I don't think there was any flirting. It was all like the LOLs that Lauren would throw out. What color panties and bra? LOL. When are your parents going to leave? LOL. You were testing the waters. And if you would have got a sexual response back from Molly, it wouldn't have been that it was a joke. It would have been welcomed.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's, again, sincerity. If it's not sincere, someone like me will tear this fucking thing apart.
Wow. I have to tell you, my instincts are
wrong,
proving wrong and wrong again and again in writing this thing.
Yeah. Well,
everything that I think that is sincere and shows people I'm for real, you're saying is kind of bullshit.
Yeah, well, I mean, that is the saying that you hope one person learns from, that's bullshit. You don't care about that. Right now, your concern is yourself, and that's what your concern should be, not some other guy. Not saying, if you guys hate me and kick me out, but a year from now I found out that some other guy stopped, that'll make it all worth it. That's not true. That's not what you want. Be sincere.
But it is true.
That's bullshit. Jordan, so you're telling me right now, if they were like, you know what, Jordan, fuck you, go away, fuck your channel, and then a year from now, some guy contacts you like, hey, man, I was about to, point a time code to some girl's butt and say, like, look at her butthole. And I saw your video and it stopped me from doing that. You would be like, you know what, that really warms my heart and makes it all worth it, what I did.
No.
Okay.
No, that's right.
Bullshit. Sincere.
Okay. Should I continue?
Yeah.
Okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope. Wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're a concerned woman and fetishize the same person the next. Sometimes in life, you get a mirror held up to you in your actions, and you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look, don't wince, don't look away, but you deal with the sight inside to do something about it. I'm sure you probably want me to get rid of this paragraph.
What? Hold on.
This is so funny.
All right, sorry about that. Can you start that one over again?
You know what, Shins? I don't think I've heard that call where Lord is in a convenience store and secretly took pics of his dick for Winnie. I do wish he got caught. And yeah, I need to find that call because that sounds hilarious and I don't think I've heard it. And g'day April the Berserker and Pedro the Great.
Yeah, this is probably, I'm almost sure you're going to want me to get rid of this, but anyway.
Let me decide that. Go ahead and read it.
Of course. sometimes in life you get a mirror held up to you in your actions, and you don't like what you see. If you're smart, you look.
No. I missed the paragraph before that.
Oh, okay. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get really sexual sometimes. Or, oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope, wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned 1 minute and fetishize the same person the next.
So are you giving me a lesson, or this isn't? I'm still yet to get to the apology. That whole paragraph is garbage. It doesn't mean anything. It's just more fluff. Like you're telling me, well, this is what I've learned over these last 24 hours. But I mean, Joran, let's be honest. You would not have felt this way if none of that stuff was released today. So that right there,
you're right.
I would tear that shit apart.
Done. It's gone.
Yeah.
All right, so I go directly into the apology right now.
Actually, you know what? Can you read that last one again?
Oh, ideally.
Yeah, just hit Control Z or whatever. You know, it's pretty easy.
What the fuck? What do I hit on this thing? Oh, undo. There we go. Let me see. Fuck, I did delete it.
Oh, you know, I actually it's still on my screen. Wait, isn't it on the screen from where you pasted it?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm
I
done.
mean, that's what I'm reading off of.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. I'm getting a call on Skype real quick. Hold on, okay?
I love this bit. And g'day
Hello?
to Honest. Great to see you. And g'day, Wes. Great to see you. And this is fantastic work, my friend. These calls are fucking amazing.
No, I don't know if I'm gonna make the video. Well, no, he's working on he's working on something right now, and I'm gonna decide after. No, I have not seen any new edition. Can you send me an email? I'm in the middle of something right now. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. Hello?
Hi.
All right. Where were we?
I did. You want me to do the paragraph again? In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy.
Please.
Yeah. In my mind, I created this weird dichotomy. If I'm generally polite and caring, it's okay for me to also get sexual, really sexual sometimes. Or, oh.
Real damn sexual. And guys, look, I'm seeing a lot of discussion in the chat about Celsius. Look, that's fine, but I just wanted to address, I don't know if you realise that Celsius is clinically proven to accelerate your metabolism and provide essential energy. Transform your workouts with our delicious range of sparkling and non-carbonated flavours. I just wanted to put that out there just while you're listening to this stream. So if you're feeling a bit low, maybe the Joran apologies are dragging on a bit. Maybe consider a wild berry or watermelon Celsius.
Oh, she's my friend. She knows how I am. It's cool. Nope, wasn't cool at all. Calling yourself a good person doesn't mean you can act like you're concerned 1 minute and fetishize the person the next.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I hear it again, and I think it needs to come out.
Okay, it's gone. So going directly into the apology itself. Let me see here. I apologize to all the women in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community, I can't even remember them all. I apologize to all women on the internet. I'm sorry for any time my behavior made you uncomfortable, angry, or scared. That's my fuck up, not yours, and I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it isn't all on me. Your feelings are real, not in your head, and should be validated and acknowledged. I've done projects. I
would take that part out. I don't think you need to tell them that their feelings are valid and real. That would be a really good point, because that would be a really good point to bring up the troll that is not a troll, that people are scared to stream and do things about because they think there's some random person out here trying to take you down. And that sounds like your opening paragraph. I apologize to all women in the TCAP community should be the first line that comes out of your mouth.
Okay.
and not just the women. Because I don't know if you're familiar with how sexual harassment works, but if you and I work in an office and you're having a sexual conversation with a woman who, for whatever reason, is into it and is going back and forth with you, and I hear it and it makes me uncomfortable, that's harassment too.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So, it's not just women who were offended by what you were doing. It offends everyone.
Okay.
So I think that the TCAP community as a whole should be apologized to.
All right, I'll change that.
And then, well, I'm not saying change it, but I apologize to the TCAP community. And I apologize to all women, specifically all women in the TCAP community. But you need to address the community as a whole.
It's woman.
Because, like, Clobber, and you brought Clobber, and Clobber's the nicest guy in the world. And you brought him into that video with Tiffany, too. Like, I'm sure he wouldn't appreciate that.
Yeah.
As much shit as he gives Tiffany, as much shit as I give Tiffany, we both really respect her.
Yeah.
She's a really smart woman and doesn't deserve that.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and let's start with the apologize again.
Okay. I apologize to all the people in the TCAP community. I've flirted with so many women in the community. I can't even remember them all. I apologize to all the women on the internet. I've done projects with some great...
All the women on the internet. He is apologizing to every single woman on the internet. Amazing.
female content creators, Tiffany Lockhart, Danny G, Kelp Pill, Kennedy, to name a few.
Name dropping.
These people gave me the time and effort to help my channel and didn't get a cent out of me. They gave much more than what they got, frankly. I apologize to them for any time I treat them disrespectfully. The sketches I did with Kelp Pill and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things. I've taken those videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commented on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to the great Babsby for the times I made her uncomfortable, trying to get...
Hold on.
Okay.
There's things that need to come out here. I've done projects with some great female creators, and you start naming them. It's not the time to name drop. I'll get rid of that. I would get rid of these people.
Oh, you lost me. Hold on a second, please.
I have done projects with some great female content creators, and you start naming them. None of that.
And absolutely, this guy was once in the community. So he was a content creator, so to speak. He made really shitty music and really shitty skits. I mean, there were some that I didn't mind. Like, I thought some of them were okay. Like, not great, but like decent. But on the whole, it was over-sexualized bullshit. And when he wasn't making shit content, he was sexually harassing people within the community and liking pictures of kids. So a bit of a fuckwit.
That's important. That's like when
I thought you wanted me to name people.
I want you to name drop the people, Danny G, and I want you to name drop the people who you affected. You're running down a list of people who you worked with.
Gotcha.
That's like when someone says, ask any of my black friends, Ramon, Tyrone, if I'm a racist, and they'll tell you I'm not. Running down a list of people you worked with is that's unimportant.
Honest, who says, my favorite band is the group of bald men who sing badly and are missing their canines. Joran 5. And g'day, evil little McNuggets. Great to see you.
Important.
Okay.
And they gave me much more than I would cut it all the way down to the sketches I did with Kelp. So, and even I've done some projects with some great female creators. Like, who cares? Yeah. This is not a bio about Joran. This should just be the apology and about the apology.
I gotcha.
By now, people will know what you did. Like, it's spreading. So all this other stuff, all this fluff is just going to upset people. It's like when Lauren would sit at that kitchen table and talk about deviled eggs and macaroni and cheese. Which, okay, so all right, so yeah, let's start from the sketches I did.
Okay, the sketches I did with Kelp Pill and Tiffany were way too sexual, with me having them say very sensual things. I've taken the videos down now. I apologize to Molly. I went to her video and commenting on how nice she was bouncing. I apologize to
I think you should be more specific about that. About a video about her bouncing. What does that mean? That's
She was
not specific enough. I made a comment about her body bouncing in a video and sexualize her in a very innocent video. Like, it needs to be that specific.
okay.
I don't know what bouncing means.
Right. The term I use is, oh, the bounce cam is doing good, which is creepy as fuck.
That is creepy as fuck.
Yeah. And went to a video and commented on how her breasts were bouncing.
Yeah.
I apologize to the great Babsy for the times I made her uncomfortable trying to get face pics from her. I've been way too sexual on the live streams with people like Rhoda's Chew Tootsie, Aerodose, Scarlet Ebony. And then I said, you're a troll finding
Shout out Erido. And g'day to Cornville Councillor.
a group of women who deserve respect more.
Okay.
I apologize to
That
anyone.
right there. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserve respect more. Why?
I'm just trying to say how awesome they are.
Do you honestly?
I'm just trying to say how awesome they are and special, and I love the way we are together. Thanks, Lorne.
In your heart of hearts, feel that those people you just named deserve more respect than nurses on the front line who are fighting coronavirus. So is that sincere?
No, you're absolutely right. All right, let me get rid of that. I apologize to anyone in my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual.
And how about I apologize to anyone who I left out?
Yes.
And know that your pain is no less than anyone that I mentioned, or something along those lines. And you mentioned the videos that you removed. Those are all deleted, right?
Some of them are deleted. Well, dude, I'm just going to put all my cards on there because obviously you're going out of your way to help me. So I deleted everything to do with Tiffany, the stuff that I thought was borderline, like the...
Did you delete that, Joran? Because there's a big difference between private and deleting.
Joran After Dark and the Sex Tips with Dan I have on as unlisted right now or private.
And what's the reason? Are you bringing them back later, or what's the reason?
Honestly, with some stuff like Sex Tips with Dan, I don't think that there is anything there that would be offensive to someone, but at the same time, now I'm kind of shell-shocked. I'm not saying, oh, poor me, fuck that, but I'm just kind of like, if I do anything even slightly sensual, is it like, you know what I'm saying?
Have you heard of Typhoid Mary?
Yes.
Okay, what did Typhoid Mary do?
She contaminated everyone without getting contaminated herself.
She got everyone sick, right? And she was a cook. Would you hire her to cook in your restaurant?
Hell no.
Okay, so do you think that after this situation you should be putting up any sexual videos back up?
Are you saying I'm going to have a restaurant, Wes? Well, maybe this isn't so bad after all.
How do you think that kind of reaction is that going to get? Should Lauren Armstrong start getting...
And Logan W, no, I don't believe Sex Tips with Dan is still floating around, which is a shame because I never saw it and I really want to see it.
Catalogs for the 12 to 13-year-old girl bikini lines?
Hell no.
No, people aren't going to react to all of that. So,
well, what is your personal opinion if you heard them on my Sex Tips with Dan? Do you think it's innocent stuff? Do you think it's just like...
Well, I mean, the genie thing sounded innocent until what came out. So you tell me, do you think people are going to have a problem listening to anything you put out that's sexually based after...
I would prefer to keep everything...
After seeing a picture of a 9 or whatever-year-old girl that you're clicking on, do you think you should be putting anything sexual up, Joran?
No, absolutely not.
And people, okay, so all the Tiffany stuff is deleted, And some stuff is privated, but you agree that that needs to be gone.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's keep going.
Okay. Let me see. I haven't just done this on YouTube. I've done it on Instagram, putting some very suggestive comments on pictures of women I found attractive.
Woman.
I'll tell you the one
I just love the way he says woman. It's so weird, like where he says woman instead of women. It is so weird. And tell us more about what you've liked on Instagram, Joran.
quote unquote flirted with were of legal age, but I hit the like button on girls who are way younger. That disgusts me, and I've done that. It's repulsive.
It is.
Some of the women on IG I became friends with or dated.
Oh,
Most
stop. But I've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. That disgusts me that I've done that. It's repulsive. As of when? I mean, because you spent a lot of time explaining things prior to that I've had you remove, but as of when did that become repulsive?
When I realized what I did and how that it's viewed, it makes my skin crawl.
Is it something that you would have proudly told someone about before?
No, absolutely not. No.
No, so you wouldn't have told people before that you were liking these pictures.
Absolutely.
So then you knew that it wasn't okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So, but you're repulsed as of today. They would ask the predators, does anyone else know that you're here today? Why do you think they ask them that? If I'm going to meet some strange broad, I let someone know where I'm going. If you're going to meet some strange broad and you know it's not okay, you don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
So Joran, you weren't telling people that you were doing that because of what reason?
I'm just a private person.
Joran, you didn't tell people for what reason?
I'm just a private person, says the guy that shares everything on live streams except for where he works, but really ends up telling people where he works. So private.
Because it's wrong.
So private.
So is that a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done that and it's repulsive?
Hmm?
What?
And g'day, Lawns Wet Salad, and also Anno Rourke.
Well, no, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Is it a sincere line that it disgusts you that you've done
Yes.
that and it's repulsive?
Fuck yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
As of when? Because that would be the first thing I would ask if I tore this video apart in an analysis.
Yeah.
I would open with that line. Because I want to know, when did it become repulsive? When it was pointed out to you? Because you weren't telling people about it. You just admitted you never would have told anyone.
Yeah.
So when did it become so repulsive and now you're disgusted by it? When it was found out by someone?
It's always been repulsive, Wes. It's always been something that I knew was wrong. And
okay, well now we're getting into another issue, Joran. Because if this is something that you always knew was wrong, and yet you continue to do it, then there's another problem, don't you think?
Yeah.
So, Joran, you came to a community
Yes.
built around child predators.
Yes.
You are liking pictures of sexualized little girls in genie costumes. And you're telling me you knew it was wrong, so you wouldn't tell anyone. But now you're repulsed by it after it got found out. Every guy who got busted on Dateline, I'm disgusted by myself. You could shoot me right now.
Yeah.
I think that line needs to be fixed and maybe elaborated on a little bit more, because skipping over that but giving all the background about these great women of TCAP, that's insincere. You really glossed over that line, and I don't think you can gloss over that line.
G'day, Primitive Blue Glue. Shit.
What should I say?
That is not for me to decide, Joran. But I think you need to try again right there, because that is not okay. You're admitting you've hit the like button of girls who are way younger. You knew it was wrong. You knew that it was something that could get you in trouble, and you knew it was something you needed to hide from people.
The thing is, and I don't expect you to believe anything I say at this point, the thing is, in my mind, I'm like, oh, that's all I did. Start, finish was hit a like button. That's it. But of course, with everything that's come out, no one would believe me, and I couldn't blame them for not believing me.
It's all progression, Joran. How long would it have been until if some 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl hit you up and it's Halloween and she's in a genie costume and she wants to come over and hang out? You know, Lauren didn't start off driving out to Nashville or Bowling Green. He started out chit-chatting and saying hi, and then it becomes normalized, and then one thing progresses to another. So that right there, that one line is not going to be okay. That just glossing over it. There needs to be an explanation, and there needs to be an explanation that you now realize what you did was wrong, but at the time you didn't think it was. And that, because I'm telling you, if you leave it like that, with people seeing what they're seeing in this drive, that's it. Mm-hmm. That's it. And then someone's going to want it. Yeah, you can't do that.
I gotcha. Okay. Do you want me to continue?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Let me see. Where was I?
G'day, Viral Effects and Will Smith. And, you know, the more I listen to these calls, this is all Joran wants here is for Wes to fix all this. Like, he's not really interested in doing an apology in that. He just hopes he's pathetic enough and, you know, Wes is just going to get on his channel and go, you know what, guys? Joran's a good dude, you know. So just let him keep sexually harassing people and liking pictures of kids and making shitty content. You know, I vouch for him.
And then I say something that sounds half of an excuse.
Well, no, Joran, I just want to hear you read it. I just want to hear you read it. Yeah, let me tell you what how it sounds. I just want to hear you read it.
Thanks. Some of the women on Instagram I became friends with or dated, but most of them had to deal with attention from me they did not want.
Okay, so which part of that sentence do you think is unnecessary?
That I became friends and dated with some women.
Do you think that matters?
Not.
Do you at all? Does it matter?
It's extraneous.
It is, and even the having to deal with the tension from me they did not want. I mean, that's pretty clear. That's the whole point of this apology. So that's also unnecessary.
So
some told me off. Others suffered in silence. That's important.
Yeah.
So you were told several times that it was inappropriate how you were acting.
Over the years, yeah.
And instead of thinking that it was a Joran issue, it was their issue. They were uptight, or maybe they were on their period, or whatever excuse you would have made. But like I said earlier, I said, this isn't the first time. And you're like, no. So you've been told off before. You've been told to fuck off.
Yeah, I have.
And you just bounced right back up and kept going. And how did that work out for you? How did that normally work? And honestly, how did that work out for you?
Honestly, and this will sound like bullshit, but it's just like, well, some of them like it, some of them are receptive, so I just move on. That was what I was telling myself. Oh, some of them.
And that's your sincere thinking.
That was
and you've
exactly
been
what my mind
was. You've been nothing but sincere with me up until this point, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I just want to make sure, like, that you're being completely, because I would expect that, I want to give you this opportunity. People want me to make a video about it. It's laid out for me, and I don't want to do that. But my channel is built about predator exposure.
Yeah.
And if you're being completely sincere with me, then I can, let's continue on. But that line needs to come out, keeping the part about, being told off in silence, and then mention that's unacceptable. Why is it unacceptable?
Uh-huh.
Why is it unacceptable? Right. Some told me off, some suffered in silence. Why is that unacceptable?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you. Why is that unacceptable?
Because they're not doing it for my kind of attention. They're not interested in some guy that they don't even know coming on to them.
Why is it unacceptable for you, Joran? Not why is it unacceptable in a general sense, because most people don't have to be told not to make toast in the bathtub or not to let their dog shit on a floor and not pick it up.
Yeah.
but some people do. But that's not what this is about. Why was it unacceptable for you that you were told off many times over the years and kept going? That's what this is about. This is not a general statement on the world or the public as a whole, and you're giving a lesson. This is why you're humbled, and you're showing humility. So why was it unacceptable for you? Because you're asking people to forgive you. They know it's unacceptable.
Yeah. Because I made them feel terrible, man. I felt that made them feel angry or sexual or ashamed or whatever the fuck, negativity. I put that negativity on them.
Joran, why was it unacceptable that you continued to do it over the years? That I'm not asking you to give me that answer right now, but you need to write that down. There needs to be something, just like the line about the kids, there needs to be something there about how you recognize that you were told over the years and still kept going. Why is that unacceptable? What does that do to people? And how did it make you feel? You know, how powerful did you feel when you're behind the keyboard and able to say whatever it is that you wanted to these people and make sexual jokes, innuendos, and advances to people? Because, hey, even
See you, Coolville Councillor. Have fun, buddy.
if 1 out of 100 replies positively, you're going to miss every shot you don't take, right?
Yeah.
So that needs to be added there. So okay, next I did the same, and then we'll start from there.
I did the same on DeviantArt, sexualizing left and right, so many times I can't even count. I believe the person who, this is the troll thing, I believe the person who alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretending to be me. I think the two incidents are completely unrelated.
And then that's it. That's all you talk about. That, I mean, do you know what it's like to try and blow a whistle on someone and that
See you, Anna. Rourke. Have fun at work, buddy.
person tells people this is a fucking troll. Don't even pay attention. This person was trying to make a video and release it to show people and got shut down. Was told to fuck off.
Yeah.
Is
Honestly,
that okay?
Until yesterday, I thought it was all the same person. I was choosing to believe it was all the same person. And now I know absolutely it was not.
So do you think that this sentence should be buried? You have people who don't want to stream on their own channels because they think there's some random troll out here going after people. Eurovision thinks that there's thumbs down on its videos because of this troll.
I believe that's true, though.
Why?
I mean, I've had a number of people in the community say, I had this troll. As soon as I started saying that, mind you, this was like 2 months ago, it's just like, they're like, oh yeah, I had someone too.
Why would it be the same troll? Like, just saying that, oh, I had this troll 2 months ago. That doesn't even make any sense.
Well, I mean, it's been a...
Joran,
I've dealt with trolls.
Perfect. But you're wrong. And that's what I'm trying to explain to you. You buried this. You buried this. And this is important because people are afraid. And you need to let people know that and this, I believe that the person who has alerted people to my behavior is someone completely separate than the person who's been showing up in live streams pretend. It's a run-on sentence that means nothing. You need to let people know that some of you right now are afraid because you think there's a troll attacking your site. I brought this on myself.
Yeah.
This person is after me and me alone. Please continue living your lives and doing your thing. Like, this person doesn't want, because they mention nothing about these other people, Joran.
Okay. So should I not at all mention the fact that there was a separate troll doing very different things?
Read that line and tell me that it doesn't sound like a confusing fucking mess. If someone wasn't completely aware of what was going on, they wouldn't even know what you were talking about there.
You're right.
The person who was alerted, the person who I called a troll was not a troll. It was, in fact, trying to warn people about my predatory behavior. Spell it out that clearly.
Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm going to delete this and type that out. The person who was alerting people to my...
No, Joran, I need you to continue on and finish that part later. and then you can send it to me again. Like, cause I got my kid here and stuff, and I'm taking time out to do this with you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I have 2 paragraphs left.
Come on, then.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Okay, I have 2 paragraphs left. You'd have trouble finding a group of women that deserves more respect than the TCAP community. Well, you already said that's wrong.
Yeah, you put that in there twice, and I mean, it's such bullshit.
Okay, let's see here. I apologize to any one of my streams or anyone else's streams I made. Wait, did I? Oh, sorry, I just thought I got a little lost. I apologize to any one of my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. The old excuses. I was thinking in my little head. Think about that. Is ever something you want to be the case? And yeah, that's something I should, like you said, I should take out.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
All right.
Is that right?
Yeah, people don't need.
Is that right, Wes? Tell me I'm a good boy. Tell me I'm a good little beta.
You know.
No, I want you to read the whole paragraph.
No, I just completely did. Okay.
Well, you didn't even finish it. I was telling you that one line wasn't.
Oh, okay.
But again, you pasted the whole thing into the chat, Joran. So read it from the chat.
Let me see. I apologize to anyone of my streams or anyone else's streams that I made feel dirty or objectified. I apologize for any comments I left on videos where I was overly sexual. And then I would take out the rest and go to the last paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and read the last paragraph.
All right. Thank you all for listening to me. My time on YouTube has been amazing. Made so many good friends, had so much support from me and my general talent. I've been accepted with open arms and treated really, really good. It's time for me to step up and prove I'm worthy of that. I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual. It's not like there's in a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about.
Yeah, like lawn, or TCAP, or anything that's actually this community's about, you fucking weirdo. And g'day, Kelly Slimebucket Witch Lady, good to see ya.
I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on. Thank you for your time. I hope you can forgive me, but if you can't, that's fine. I'm sorry.
Fine.
Do you believe talking about the support for you and your talent? What?
Well, I just want to show that I'm appreciative for everything that's done.
But you haven't been appreciative.
And he's getting shirty now. I love it. And g'day, Sassy P. Wardle Ray. And you're right. His time on YouTube sure was memorable.
So talking about that's not going to be a good. So you're saying everyone reached out to me and was so incredible to me, and I treated them like fuck toys. Don't. But now I respect them, and my talent. You're talking about your talent, and this love that you have. You're talking about what you've gotten.
Right. Okay. How about if I go from thank you all for listening to me to I've taken down.
This summer, Joran is taking his talent to another community.
My videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual.
Yeah, read it like that. Read the whole last paragraph like you just said it.
Okay, let me just take that out. Okay. Thank you all for listening to me. I've taken down my videos that were sexual in nature. My stuff going forward will not be sexual. It's not like there's in a world of things out there to discuss and make jokes about. I'm going to make sure I'm respectful to all the women I meet on the internet and in person from now on.
Now that part's important. I want to key in on that part. You're going to be respectful to all women you meet on the internet and in person.
Yeah.
And you can say that with 100% sincerity. If I was looking you in the eye, you would say, I sincerely will be respectful to all women I meet and the current women like Molly or Mini Syllables, Kelp Pill.
Yeah.
And that's sincere.
Fuck yeah.
And so, and you're being 100%, now with the script that I know there's still some things to work on, but with what you've built out, you believe that you've been 100% sincere with me. And this is a sincere apology.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'd be lying if I said that I didn't care about those people. Even though I did things that were terrible, And that's kind of where I've got myself, where there's one part of me that cares and respects and is real, and there's another part that's a horny fuck. And that's something I need to address in my personal life.
Well, I mean, I haven't talked to Tiffany. I'll be honest, I have not talked to Tiffany about any of this.
She messaged me.
Okay, and what did you tell her? Like, what did you tell her you were going to be doing?
So let me pull that up. I says it's deleted. The videos, everything I did with her is deleted from YouTube and my hard drive. The sketch, the rehearsal, the behind the scenes, everything is gone.
All of it's gone.
Gone. I don't even have a backup or anything.
So nothing. Okay. So I mean, that'll probably make her feel better to know
Deleted.
that that none of that stuff's there. And if you're being sincere, I could tell her that when I do, speak with her whenever that is, because I'm sure that'll make her feel a lot better knowing that that's gone. Especially with the admission of the kids and the genie stuff. Like, that's not going to be something she's gonna, and you did that, so like you told her that, and then, so I have one question for you.
Yes.
What is this?
Uh-oh.
Because that was just sent to me as the genie video that's been privated and not deleted.
It says authentication error. Please select a different account.
Is the video privated or deleted, Jordan?
I deleted it. If you give me 1 second, I'll check.
That's really disappointing, Sassy P Water Ray. Disappointing, but not surprising, I guess.
100% deleted. I will go in there so I can make absolute fucking sure. Let me see. I'm not taking any half measures here. I'm not screwing around. Okay.
When I go to the video, it says this video is private.
Okay, let me see. Hold on.
So I'd have to say that kind of lacks sincerity if that's the case.
Right. No. The stuff that I have privated but not deleted yet has been the kelp pill stuff.
Jordan, I'm looking at I have a channel too. I know the difference between a private video and a deleted video. I'm looking at a screen that says video unavailable. This video is private. That's not what a deleted video would say.
But it's deleted. Hold on. I'm going to go very carefully because I want to take this seriously and not.
How careful there's a delete button? It's not careful. Either you did it or you didn't, Jordan, and I'm giving you a chance right now.
Is this something you're clicking on right now?
Yeah, I'm clicking on it right now. I'm on myself. I was sent the link as we were talking. Yeah. Was sent the link and asked. I thought he was deleting these. And if it's something that you're keeping, hold on. If it's something that you're keeping for your own pleasure, even after all this, Jordan, that's not good.
Hold on.
Because that's what I'm seeing. Video private.
Now the new one says video. How the fuck can it say video private if it's deleted?
Because that would mean it wasn't deleted.
Gone.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I will delete everything that shows up as private this second. Because this shit needs to get done.
Jordan, I'm asking you. I'm asking you right now.
Yeah.
Was that video privated?
It's gone.
Jordan.
Deleted. Completely off my computer. Completely off.
I need you to calm the fuck down.
Okay.
That's not okay.
Now that is alpha.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to raise my voice.
Joran, I need you to calm down. Okay. Now that is an alpha response.
Last person you should be raising his voice at right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
You direct all that anger at fucking Jordan. Don't yell at me.
Okay. I'm sorry, brother. I really am.
I'm going to ask you one more time. No. Was the video privated? Because I'm seeing it as privated, and that's not cached. I know IT
it was
far better than you. This was a fresh screen. I changed the IP address just in case, and it's coming up as video privated.
This is crazy shit. I deleted it. Let me see if I can at least try to figure out. Okay. So Tiffany contacted me at 10:30.
I'm looking at it right now, Joran. So
I hear you.
I'm telling you that it's upright, that it says privated right now.
How is that possible?
How is that possible?
Okay. Would it help if I changed browsers? I mean,
Joran, if you're seeing if the video's gone, then it wouldn't matter. You could do it on your phone.
yeah.
The browser's not going to matter.
Yeah.
It says the
So
video
this
is
is the
private.
frustration of someone who is actually innocent, finally. And
I'm just failing to find the humor in the situation with everything going on, and you're telling me that you're being sincere and that everything is gone, and then I get this while we're on the phone. While you're telling me your sincere statement, I get this.
I will delete my entire channel if you think that's what I need to do.
Joran,
That's how serious I am.
I want you to stop asking me what I think you need to do.
G'day, Whoopie Pie.
Because again, I don't have expertise in preying on women online to the point where I have to delete a channel. I don't know what to do. I know what not to do, and that's why I've avoided this situation. You need to decide what you're going to do, but I'm telling you right now that I'm looking at a video that you said was deleted. I know what a deleted video looks like, and I know what a private video looks like.
Yeah.
They don't accidentally switch between one or another.
And you said it's not cached.
I mean, I'm offended that you would even ask me that.
Dude, I'm trying.
I know IT far better than you. I know how to create a new screen. I switch my IP. I completely clear the cache in an incognito tab. I'm seeing that this video is private. Now, if I refresh it and then it says that the video is gone, that tells me that now you went and deleted it. But if it stays up that it's private, it tells me that you're just keeping it private for your own personal use.
Oh, boy, I can't win. Is it possible that somebody sent a link to something else that's currently private?
Joran,
Kelso is still up.
Do you think that I'm a rookie? You don't think I have this link already?
No, Wes. No.
You don't think I have this link already? You don't think all this stuff was sent to me prior to you privating and deleting? I'm telling you that people laid out a blueprint for me to make a video. This is what people do.
Yeah.
They send me a blueprint of everything so I don't have to go and search for it.
Yeah.
That video had already been downloaded and put into a Google Drive. So the Three Wishes video is downloaded and available, but you said that it was deleted, cleared, wiped from your hard drive, and I'm looking at a screen that says it's been privated.
How is that possible? I could send you a screenshot right now of all my content, the back end, everything. I want to do my absolute best to let you know that I'm sincere and that all
G'day, Patrick.
your time that you've given me has not been a waste. Yes, of course I want to save my skin. I'm not going to lie, but you've been going above and beyond much more than I deserve.
Hey, g'day, passed out Roy in the van. Get your fucking head off that horn.
Yeah, send me that screenshot, and then you might as well keep working on your script. I'm gonna look into some things on the back end here. I'm getting stuff coming in, so I'm gonna check this stuff out, and then let me know when you're done.
Possible?
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Alright guys, so now that is the sound of someone that is finally innocent. So I'm gonna start wrapping up. I'm gonna leave it there for tonight / morning because it's quite late here now and I'm quite tired. So I'm going to wrap it up there, but I will be streaming again at around the same time tomorrow night. So I'll be streaming tomorrow with Slash on my channel where we will be doing some more of the Joran / Kendi live stream, which is very funny. And then about the same time, my night, your morning tomorrow, I will be streaming again, and we will finish off this apology series. It's been a lot of fun so far, and it only gets better from here. So, thanks very much for being here, guys. I really appreciate you being here, when you're starting off your day and that kind of stuff. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow twice. So, enjoy your day. I hope work doesn't go too bad for you, and see you again soon. Don't forget to delete your archives. Okay, bye, guys.